wherever you are. I hope y'all are staying hydrated, and I hope that y'all got some good AC, okay? Because it is hot outside, y'all. So stay hydrated, stay quenched, okay? Hope y'all eating y'all fruit and watermelons and trying to stay positive in the best way you can, okay? Y'all, this is a message for the Divine Collective, okay? There is a divine feminine, okay? That there is a divine feminine out there that has walked away from a warlock, okay? This particular warlock is a spirit is telling me he is a male deviant. I'm also, thank you, my angels. This warlock could be a ex-lover, okay, a family member or a friend, okay, to somebody in the collective. But the first card out is hate. This person was hiding how deeply they hated a divine feminine. Okay, they hid their hate. Okay, this person is very jealous, very envious, also very okay, and very hmm, manipulative, was very manipulative of somebody in the divine collective, whether this warlock was a ex friend or ex family member. You love this person, okay? A divine feminine in the collective love this person like family, like a true friend, like family, an ex that you want to spend the rest of your life with, okay? You was not fighting up against this person, you was true to this person, but this person was fighting up against you. This person hid their hate. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on with this. I'm just pulling it. Okay, I'm pulling this energy. Okay, I'm picking up on it. This person hated you more than you ever could have imagined. This person wore a lot of masks, okay, with many people, but specifically with dealing with someone in the divine collective, okay? I'm hearing spirit say this person used their mask to get your guard down. This is somebody that has a different hat and a different mask for the agenda or what they to meet their goal, to hit their mark. Okay, this is all they're thinking about. Okay, they make this warlock made promises and makes promises that he had no intentions on keeping. Okay, this warlock will lie, steal, cheat. This is a robber, is what spirit is saying, and he tried to rob somebody in the divine collective, like how he robbed many other women, okay, children, men, and also the elderly. Okay, I'm hearing this is somebody that has no morals, no standards, no values. Anybody could get it, and anybody could go as long as this warlock was able to benefit. If it was money on the line, money on the table, rank on the table, I'm hearing a elevated lifestyle. This is a warlock that always was in I'm hearing in sinister cahoots, dark cahoots. Okay, so it's a dark cult associated with this, but I'm hearing that he was in cahoots with dark entities. Okay, this is who he would work in tandem with to get his needs met. Okay, this is the energy. All right, mental illness is coming out, y'all. There is a warlock in the collective that is obsessed with the divine feminine that he could have dated, okay, in the past, that I'm hearing was a friend to him in the past, and or this warlock could be a family member. This warlock has split personality disorder, suffers from mental illness, okay, and he's also losing his mind at this particular time because he tried a divine feminine in the collective that trusted him, that had love for him, and that showed him genuine unconditional love, and he returned that love with hate. So this warlock is under judgment right now. Yes, this divine feminine supreme being is an otherworldly being. Okay, I'm picking up on Earthangel. Okay, he wanted to put this Earthangel in the dirt. uh I'm hearing he signed up, he made some sort of dark oath and agreement to put this divine feminine Earthangel in the dirt, okay, so that he could go up in rank in a Masonic cult that he is a part of, that he has joined, okay, so that he could have he wanted this spiritual being's gifts, okay, talents, abilities. He literally wanted to wear the energy of this divine feminine being from his past, okay. Robbery, yes, he wanted to rob this divine being of her life, okay. He wanted to rob this divine being of her life, of her light, okay, and of her destiny. This warlock was doing witchcraft, heavy level witchcraft, all forms of baneful magic, black magic, all forms of energy manipulation, emotional manipulation. Okay, this is what he is very skilled in. Before he came up against this divine being, I'm hearing the Most High set this warlock up, okay, to take down this cult and to take himself down, okay, with taking this assignment to rob this divine feminine being from his past, whether she is a lover to him, she walked away from him, okay, and she was guided to by her spiritual team in source. Congratulations if this relates to you and or resonates with you. But whether this was a lover, a friend, or a family member, this warlock had absolutely no love and on some killer be killed type of shit. This is a setup guy. This is a setup, okay? It was a setup. This is a robber. This is associated with a cult that robs people of their energy, of their finances, of their destiny. Okay, they had certain people in this cult and an association with this particular cult, okay, that would pierce into to see people's destinies, okay, from the darker aspect, to see when blessings were coming, to see when opportunities was coming, love, I'm hearing love interests were coming, I'm hearing any form of abundance, blessings that this divine feminine being had for her hard work, okay, and spiritual work. This warlock was actually coming in the past and coming in and robbing, okay, this divine feminine being, okay, this otherworldly being. And he also did it with karmic family members of this divine supreme being. Yeah, spiritual hitman in the reverse. This spiritual hitman is very upset. This warlock is very upset, okay, because he, the divine feminine supreme being, sees him, okay, he's uncloaked, he's not able to cloak his energy, he's under judgment, he's taken this whole dark cult and cursed community down, and him himself is cursed. His relationships are cursed. The flings that he was in. This is somebody that loved to always in the mix at the party, always having a fling, rushing into sexual encounters for pleasure, okay, for money, for spiritual hits, for business. Okay, this he takes money, okay, to destroy people, to destroy people's lives, and now his life is being destroyed. Yeah, this is a spiritual hitman. He also, I'm picking up on, the spiritual hitman has been stripped of his gifts. He has absolutely no protection. He also is on his way the fuck out of here, is what spirit is telling me, as he has taken many other people out of here, many children, women, men, animals, okay? This warlock has an animalistic mentality and is finally caught up to him and is biting. Karma is biting, okay? Because he wanted to go up against this divine feminine supreme being from his past, whether an ex-lover, a friend, okay, a family member. He showed no love. He showed no mercy with this cult, with this dark community, and spirit is telling me right now that no mercy will be shown. This particular warlock, this spiritual hitman that has extreme hate, envy, and jealousy, and teamed up with other jealous haters, which were family members and friends from maybe a community where the divine feminine being was from, etc., made, you know, raised around each other, grew up with each other. Yes, this was a hater the entire time. This warlock, okay, was attacking this divine feminine being from behind the scenes with a smile, okay, smiling in this divine feminine supreme being's face. Behind his back, he had a knife. Behind his back, he had a wand. Behind his back, he had some poison. He was going and paying for this shit, okay, to come up against this divine feminine supreme being. And guess what? It's led his ass right in bank failure. He has some sort of sexually transmitted, I'm hearing biological warfare, some sort of sexually transmitted disease. It could be HIV, AIDS, full blown AIDS. Okay, bank failure. This warlock is not only losing in his health and he's on his way up out of here. I'm picking up on itchy, scratchy. I'm picking up on um sores on his lower extremities, as well as maybe in his mouth as well. I'm picking up on all of this. This warlock, bank failure, has lost his job. Okay, his day job and the job that he does shows the real job in which he gets a lot of his money. Okay, operating with this dark cult. Okay, with his spouse that he could be getting some sort of divorce from at this particular period of time. Yes, this warlock is I'm hearing he's being stripped, okay? He has absolutely no spiritual rank and he owes karmic debt to the divine feminine being that he wanted to rob of her life, of her light and of her destiny. Yeah, this is a fallen angel, a fallen star. This warlock did not heed the messages of leaving this divine feminine alone. I'm also picking up on multiple on this, the next card is a star card. This divine feminine is a star seed, okay, a super star seed, a earth angel, okay, and he wanted to unalive this star seed, take out this star seed with no remorse, with high level magic, okay, and it did not work. So I'm hearing they were sending death. So this warlock was sending death towards this divine feminine supreme being. I'm hearing high level root work, okay, working in tangent with the moon cycles, doing a lot of diabolical sewer magic, okay, dark blood magic. Yeah, yeah, so this warlock could also always be sniffing, feeling like I'm picking up on he's very sickly, could always be sickly, catching colds, okay? I just picked that up. I just picked that up, and it's because his autoimmune system is fried from all the spell work that he has been doing on the divine being, okay? Yeah, herbal remedies and natural remedies. This warlock is seeing this divine feminine, her energy, her healing energy. I'm picking up on that she is a healer, okay? He was siphoning her energy for years behind the scenes, not only financially but vitality wise. Youthful. This divine feminine is very youthful. Doesn't look her age. This warlock was siphoning and stealing strength, vitality, robbing this divine being of her energy, and he's upset because he can no longer get a fix. Okay, he was using this divine being's energy to go up against her, as well as using her protection to fight up against her from the shadows. I'm hearing he's been unmasked. He's being unmasked. Yes. This warlock from the past, X keep calling, blocked in the reverse. This warlock, lover, whether a friend, whether a family member, to unblock him. He's been blocked on social media, doesn't have a phone number. He can't get in contact. He's been blocked psychologically, spiritually, in the astral, in the dream, and in the ethers, okay, because of his diabolical actions towards this divine being. The Most High saw what was going on. The Most High saw, the divine being spiritual team saw what was going on. Yes, it says family members are hateful and jealous of you. Yeah, this warlock was working with hateful, jealous family members, okay? Making agreements to rob this divine being, to steal her inheritance, spiritual inheritance policies that was left to her, okay? I'm picking up on they wanted to sacrifice the divine feminine supreme beings, karmic family members worked in tandem with this warlock, with this cult, okay? Heavily picking up on X energy, okay, because they were always jealous and envious of this divine being's light. Yeah, this warlock is being seen lay up with males and also transsexuals. I'm seeing a male that is very feminine, also could like to wear wigs. Okay, this warlock is into a whole lot of sexual fluid interactions. Okay, a whole lot of fluids are being swapped with this warlock. Okay, he also has been giving away AIDS and HIV, him and his lavender marriage bride, okay, that he's okay with going out with in the daytime with other feminines that were his side pieces, a part of this harem, but he also has a gay lover in the background. Okay, this warlock is did not want this information to come out. Maybe I'm hearing he comes from a family that does not accept that from masculines, etc. So I'm hearing he's also a womanizer. He likes to fight up against women. Would be very quick to rush into something spiritually to attack women like he attacked this divine being, also with putting his hands on women. Okay, he will more so be able more inclined to run up on a woman spiritually, and to abuse a woman with divination and with his own hands and or with his own body, because he's a walking biohazard at this time. And it's because he really does not like women. He has mommy issues. Okay, he needs to come out of the closet, and spirit is saying he's being forced out of the closet. There is a gay lover that could be a gay male that is underage and or of his age. This masculine is never with one person. He is nothing, nowhere near monogamous. It's poly everything. If it's one woman that he's with, I'm hearing 7, 8 to 9 more behind the background, okay? Behind the veil. This is a warlock that always cloaks himself. He doesn't appear to be what he actually is. Okay, he uses illusion and deception and glamour magic. Okay, to hide his true intentions and to also hide in the closet. Okay, how he operates in the shadows, using black magic to get his way, using black magic to get certain opportunities, to steal them from other people, to cite this warlock literally had before this particular point had mastered attaching energetic cords, okay, to his lover's sexual sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the energy of creation, okay, the energy of I'm hearing the womb birth. Okay, so you could take that energy if you know how to do it and how to use it, and use it, okay, for your benefit. This is what this warlock was very highly skilled at, along with working with other dark ancient entities such as jinn spirits. He would also manipulate emotions as well. Energy, emotion is emotion with people. He would trigger people, attack people, corner people with this dark cult. Okay, with his lavender bride that was a part of this cult as well. Okay, I'm hearing the have and the have nots. Okay, it was this is how these people get down. They want to have, and if you got it spiritually, if you got energy and you don't feel like your bank account is full in the material realm, they could see it, they could spot it, and they're gonna send this warlock in to get the job done. He's the send in man. He the crash out. Okay, and he's also the fall guy. Okay, this is a domino effect. This is a dark cult that also has ties to certain other stars, dark mason secret societies, also tied into the political government, federal government, shadow government as well. Okay, so he has been successful in a lot of hits. Okay, that he and this dark cult that he's associated with is paid to spiritually assassinate people. Yeah, this warlock, the stories are conflicting. Okay, this warlock wanted to really hide. He really hates the fact that people know, especially this divine feminine supreme being from his past, whether a lover, a friend, a family member, etc. Take it how it resonates for you. Don't force it to fit. Okay, this warlock has conflicting stories. Okay, because as I was shuffling the cards and spirit was allowing the cards to come out, conflicting stories in a reverse jumped out right on top of gay. So this warlock could have some sort of conflicting stories with his sexuality that is coming out with people that he's actually slept with of the same sex, his gay lover in the background, and also I'm picking up on an underage male lover in the background. Where it's not making sense. You know, this warlock portrays himself as straight. Okay, he portrays himself as a pillar of the community that he is in, to this cult. You would never be able to see just in the physical, okay, that he is a Decepticon, that he is literally more, he's a gay male. He likes males more than women, okay, younger males as well as older males. He's also somebody that would pay for sex as he is paid to have sex as well. This is what I'm hearing. In anything that have to do with money, he's in on it. Okay, whether it's selling itself, whether selling children. This warlock and this dark cult has been trafficking children, y'all. Okay, they have been trafficking children. Like, share, and subscribe, and they're going down. This is how this warlock was making his money, on top of spiritually assassinating people for payments. Okay, with these dark societies, with people that operate in the shadows in certain communities, they're all interlinked, is what spirit is telling me, because they carry the same dark spirits. Okay, and or they work with these dark entities that they conjure up, that they bring human sacrifices and child sacrifices in exchange for money, power, fame, and upped spiritual rank. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Y'all, I'm really channeling in real time. Like, share, subscribe. So thankful that you are here. It's the karmics must dig their own grave for their karma. Okay, so with this warlock coming up against this divine feminine being from his past, he has to dig his own grave. I'm hearing he is falling into the net he has laid for himself. I'm hearing he is, this warlock, okay, is falling into the ditch that he dug for this divine feminine of his past, because he did not want this divine feminine to walk away, boss up, and level up. I'm heavily picking up on a ex. This divine feminine was his ex. It could have been a old friend from the past, childhood friend, etc. And it could have been a family member. Either which way, this warlock was manipulating this divine feminine being's energy, siphoning this divine feminine being's energy, and taking it back to their multiple lovers and multiple people within this dark sex cult. I'm hearing satanic sex cult. Yes. Yeah, this warlock was working with a karmic mother figure. okay, that could be on drugs. Okay, this karmic mother figure could be sick this time, also trying to self-medicate, okay, for doing spell work, okay, divine feminine. This could be the divine feminine's mother figures within her karmic family. This could also be a mother figure that is associated with this cult. Okay, this could be his mother figure, etc. Take it how it resonates. The next card out says, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." So, what I'm picking up from this card is that everything that this warlock invested in, he invested a lot of money coming up against this divine feminine from his past. He wanted to block her. He wanted to stop her. He wanted to humiliate her. He wanted to energy harvest off of her. I'm hearing Spirit is telling me that he wanted to enslave her energy. He wanted to enslave this divine feminine, divine supreme being. I'm hearing a child of Ra. I'm also hearing an Earthangel, a star seed, and he thought he was bigger than the program. He also thought no weapon formed against this divine feminine star seed shall prosper, but everything that he paid for with going and traveling around to these dark priests, dark practitioners, dark root workers, dark I'm hearing dark seers, okay, to see if the witchcraft and the root work and the mirror magic and the blood magic, they were doing a lot of even dark sex rituals to harvest this divine feminine being's energy. He was so invested. Okay, he did this for years. Okay, and he's butthurt, under judgment, cursed, fucked up, losing his mind, and he feels like all of the money and time and energy and investments, okay, that he invested in doing this witchcraft and black magic against this divine being, as well as paying for this witchcraft to be done over a long period of time on this divine being, didn't pan out the way he expected. He, oh, he expected for this divine supreme being to be in the dirt. He wanted to silence this divine supreme being. Thank you, Holy Spirit. He wanted to silence this divine feminine supreme being. Yeah, he would. Thank you. My charger just came out of the wall, y'all. I'm picking up on, and I didn't touch it, okay? Spirit is letting me know that he wanted to put this divine being's lights out. He wanted to strip this divine being of her soul, of her light, of her destiny, okay, of her life rights, okay? And he really wanted the spiritual gifts and supernatural talents of this divine being that was gifted and given to her by her ancient bloodline. This warlock, this cult, and the karmic family members that paid this serial hitman, spiritual hitman, serial killer, okay, to come after this divine being for money, okay, so that they could benefit off of all aspects, spiritually, monetarily, okay, off of this divine being's death. They're all under judgment and they're going in the dirt. This warlock is feeling like he's ruined his life and cursed his bloodline, and he has. Okay, he wants to wash it off. He wish he could go back again. He wants a chance, okay, with this divine feminine supreme being to have another go round, but that's just not happening. It's too late to apologize. He showed this divine feminine supreme being, his ex, okay, his friend from the past, this family member, okay, that loved him, that poured into him, that saw that he wasn't shit, but was guided, okay, to nurture and to show unconditional love per the divine. He took this as, oh, this bitch just stupid. Oh, this bitch just ditzy. Oh, she just never gonna see me because, you know, he's used to getting his way. This warlock is used to rushing in, getting his way, rushing into sexual conquest, rushing into spiritual wars and battles, and this is wiping his ass the fuck out. Yeah, he wants to wash it off because he feels cursed, and he know that he can't go back. He can't undo what he's done. And this divine feminine from his past sees him now. Okay, sees him as being how deep this shit went, how deceptive this shit went, how heinous the spiritual, material, and physical crimes were against this divine being. When I'm hearing she knew she was being attacked. She might have knew some parties that were in on it, okay, but didn't know all. Okay, and that was keeping this warlock from his judgment, but he's no longer able to be kept from his judgment. His judgment for what he has been doing for years with spiritually, financially stripping this divine being, wanting her to be in poverty, wanting her to be in relationships with low vibrational homosexual warlocks that are in the closet like him. Okay, wanting this divine being not to believe in herself, sending her anxiety, sending her depression, tormenting her in a dream state, in the astral state, robbing her of her energy, okay, using these voodoo dolls, doing this baneful magic, doing this candle magic. This warlock did so much. He did too motherfucking much, is what Spirit is saying. it's all coming back to fall on top of his fucking head. Tower. Yeah, it says these creatures hate you because they are not you. They want to steal your birthright. This warlock working with these karmic family members in this cult wanted to steal this divine being's soul. Okay, the spiritual gifts. Okay, the star power is interconnected with the soul. So he said, you know what? I don't think she should have all of this attention. I don't, she should have all this star power. I don't think that she should have her pick of any man that she wants because she is a star. Okay, this warlock was secretly behind the scenes, too close for comfort to this divine feminine. And once she realized and it was revealed to her who this warlock was, what he was doing, how deep this shit went, okay, and how deep the hate and diabolical actions of this warlock was at all costs to destroy her, to make her miserable, to siphon the energy of her hard work and spiritual work so that this bum could sit up and live in the lap of luxury off of stealing this divine supreme being's energy. It's over and he has to pay it all back. This is a warlock that steals from a lot of people, children, sacrificing children, animals, energy harvesting off of children, sex trafficking children, adults, etc. Whoever. He's a romance scammer. This is what he does. He's a clown with and he thought the rabbit was inside of the hat, but when he reached back in there for the divine feminine to sacrifice her as a rabbit, as these animal sacrifices that this warlock and this dark cult would continuously do, the rabbit broke free from those spiritual chains. I'm hearing from those mental and emotional chains, from the bondage that this warlock always thought that this divine feminine supreme being from his past would never be able to break free from and never be able to see, okay, that he was the culprit the whole time. God, this is a message. Yeah, this warlock spirit is saying is a lost spirit, okay, a lost spirit, a lost soul, okay, and the divine feminine being from this warlock's past is seeing that he's evil, that he's demonic, that he's karmic, that he's done no spiritual work, no spiritual healing, still operating out of traumas and childhood wounds and traumas. And he wanted to take this out on this divine supreme being, project all of that trauma, project all of his shortcomings, project who he really is and how he really hates himself. This warlock hates the fact that he likes men. He hates the fact that he loves being pleasured by men. He hates that about himself. He also hates who he actually is. This warlock has an identity crisis. Okay, he don't know who he is. Split personality disorder. I'm hearing from childhood woundings, childhood sexual trauma, mental abuse, emotional abuse that he suffered from when he was a child. Okay, this divine feminine suffered from the similar situations and things, but she just did not take it out on the world. She didn't want everybody to be a container for her rage. She just went and healed. Okay, this warlock was a catalyst, okay, for this divine feminine supreme being to heal because the unbearable. Even before she knew how deep the betrayal went, she felt it. This is a high priestess, okay? I'm hearing a crystal priestess. I'm hearing an Earthangel. So, even before this divine being on a humanly level, okay, was willing to accept that this warlock, this ex from the past, okay, this family member, this fake friend, this frenemy, okay, from the past would have so much hate, jealousy, and vitriol and doing everything to destroy this divine feminine. She didn't want to believe it, okay? And I've been there. I resonate with this message. But when you do, I'm hearing if she did not leave this warlock, if she did not leave that hometown, if she did not cut those family members off, if she did not heal and leave everything behind, this warlock would have been successful with this sacrifice. It did not happen. I'm hearing, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Yeah, this warlock that was working in tandem with a secret society, having secret society ties, dark mason, okay? And I'm also picking up on a cult that he is attached to. Yeah, illegal dealings. Just because this warlock did not want to stop attacking this divine feminine being's finances, resources, love life, mental stability, he wanted to drive this divine feminine supreme being insane, okay? Attacking her day and night, having multiple voodoo dolls, working in tandem with this karmic cult, okay? Working in tandem with the karmic family members and mother figures of this divine supreme being, okay? They were all in on this shit, all in, no breaks. And just because this warlock did not want to just give it up, move on, he robbed this divine feminine financially in the past. And he would have got away with it if he just would have moved the fuck on, okay, and left this divine feminine being alone. But the fact that he came back, okay, to steal the life of this divine being, as if he had not done enough towards a divine feminine earth angel that showed him unconditional love, even when he didn't deserve it. Okay, I'm hearing this warlock knew he wasn't good enough for this divine feminine, okay, and wasn't man enough for this divine feminine. He wasn't able to, he didn't want to change. He didn't want to spiritually grow and evolve. He wanted to stay karmic. He wanted to keep cheating with these hoes. He wanted to keep running around and laying around with the bros, is what I'm hearing. And he took this whole goddamn cult down. This is what I'm picking up on. His illegal dealings of trafficking himself and sex trafficking children, okay, as well as doing spiritual hits, okay, on many different innocent people just for the money, just for the bag, is being exposed because he did not want to leave this divine chosen seed, divine feminine, the fuck alone. Yeah, this warlock that loves casual sex, okay? One night stands, okay, liking, he also likes to take it. I'm hearing this is a warlock that likes to drug, okay, children, okay, and traffic them, okay, his children and children that he's connected to. I'm also picking up on this warlock likes to drug his victims, the feminines that he studies and stalks and watches, okay, from the shadows. And I'm hearing he watches the target without them even knowing that he's watching them, okay, the ones that he goes out and scouts for, okay, and he attacks them, okay, and he gets them into bed. He loves to rush into bed. This is what I'm hearing with this casual sex. This warlock uses his meat stick, his demon seed meat stick for wickedness, okay, and he uses it to rob people, okay. People don't really see who the fuck he is and what he's doing until he's done with them, until he's drained them, until he's gone, okay. He leaves a lot of people in rubble. He's left a lot of children in rubble, women in rubble, okay, men in rubble, also elderly people in rubble, okay. My ears popping, confirmation. He's left them in destruction and devastation, whether spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, okay, with robbing them, because this dark cult that this warlock is a part of. This is a multi-dimensional, no, they don't have access to all of the realms, at least the lighter aspects, but they had access to the realms in the darkness because they are operating out of their shadow, okay. It's a takedown, okay. When I'm hearing they attack, they if they see something, if this warlock wants something, he sees it and he gets it. I'm hearing he's used to winning. I'm also hearing if it's a very attractive person, woman, or whoever the target is, whether he's going out and scouting and, on social media, they use this as an avenue to scout, to watch, to look, to stalk. Okay. And I'm also hearing with people that come, this is a spiritual hitman that was known, okay, for getting the job done with certain dark practitioners, with dark root workers that operate in the darker aspects of elemental magic, etc. They assassinate people, and they usually get away without a trace. They cloak their energy, okay, and that's one of the reasons why they would steal energy from so many other people and children, so that they would be able to cloak their energy. They do these diabolical things in these people's energy, and then go back and throw it on them and call judgment in the spirit, okay, so they look like they're innocent. Okay, I'm hearing that this warlock was working in tangent with a dark witch, a kitchen witch, a dark sewer witch that's just as diabolical as him. This could be this bride. Okay, this bitch was sending root work and black magic to the divine feminine. Okay, and it didn't fucking work. Okay, over and over and over and over again, doing this dark Haitian voodoo. And if he did it to this divine feminine supreme being of his past, he did it to many other people, and he got away with it. But I'm hearing the bones are unearthed. This warlock skeletons are coming out of the closet, as well as how he loves to have casual encounters with children, women, and males. Okay, he loves men. Yeah, sacred sounds in the reverse. I'm hearing that this warlock wants to have a conversation with this divine feminine. He wants some of her wants some of her encouragement. He wants this divine feminine of his past that he tried to take out, okay, to pray for him, to forgive him. I'm hearing hearing the sounds of this divine feminine saying that she forgives him. He only wants that not because he's truly apologizing for what he did. No, he just wants to get out of judgment. He's only mad that he got caught, okay, and he's not getting a goddamn he's not getting forgiven, okay, because the Most High is on his ass, along with the spirit team of the divine supreme being that he wanted to take out, along with all the other victims, okay, whether they are out of their mind and walking around in the physical world, whether they physically were taken out, or whether he spiritually assassinated them. I'm hearing this dark cult likes to do body swapping, dark rituals where they like to. I'm hearing the movie Get Out, that the dude that was on the movie Get Out with the maid, the maid that was there of color, but it was a Caucasian female that had a body swap with her. Okay, yes, and I'm hearing they put the actual people fragmented in a sunken place within their body, and they operate and they use these people, and they siphon their energy, and they use their body for other rituals. This is a dark cult. They do a lot of blood rituals. They do a lot of blood sacrifices. This dark warlock could also be into drinking blood, okay, having intercourse with I'm hearing people of the dead, okay, so this warlock is very sinister. He could like to I'm picking up on like a funeral home with it was it's a lot of people that worked in funeral homes that were males back in the day, or and up until date, and they would get these jobs because they had a fetish of laying up with people's dead bodies, women that were dead. They didn't want them to be able to fight. They didn't want them. They just wanted to do what they did. This is this world. He's diabolical. Okay, he likes when people are defenseless. Okay, he loves to force himself. He loves to take it. Okay, if he can. Okay, I'm hearing that this warlock also drugs people, his victims, so that they are just unable to defend themselves, okay, in a state of the sunken place, along with high level magic. This is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, this warlock is one of those ones that would go. I'm hearing this spirit is showing me a woman that is laying in a hospital bed that's in a coma, okay, and the sick freaks that would sign up for these hospital jobs and to be CNAs and stuff, just so that they can have access to people that are women, etc., that are in a vegetative state, because they can't tell on them. At least that's what they think. They can't fight. They can't fight back. This warlock is a sadist as well as a. He loves to force himself on. He likes when people fight, but he also likes when people put up a fight. But he also likes people to just not be able to fight back, is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, defense marks in the reverse. This warlock is going to fuck down for his diabolical actions. Yeah, weapon. This warlock is a weapon. Okay, he uses his body as a weapon. He uses his vessel as a weapon of darkness. Okay, he comes in and he smiles, he looks clean cut. Not now. The nigga is going into a homeless encampment. He is losing it all. Why? Because everything that he has, the home, the house, the car, the career, he got it off of stolen energy from this divine supreme being, from these children that he's been sex trafficking, okay, from these victims that he's been spiritually assassinating, financially stripping, and then all the while taking them out all the way in the spirit. And then it shows up in the physical as this person getting a mysterious illness, this person just having a heart attack. I'm hearing a brain aneurysm. This is what they do. They try to keep their hands clean in the physical and then cloak their energy in the spirit with other people's energy so it doesn't trace back to them. But I'm hearing in the spirit, there is a trace coming right back to this karmic masculine, this spiritual hitman, and that likes to rob people, that tried to rob an Earthangel divine feminine, and she called judgment on his whole ass, and he cannot get out of this. Okay, the divine feminine was put into these people's life, this karmic family and this demonic warlock, okay, to be their blessing or to be their judgment. Okay, and he chose what he chose. I'm hearing he chose the holes, the cars, and the clothes, is what I'm hearing. And that is exactly what's going to be ripped from him, along with his life, his health, his money, his fake mask. His marriage is over. Family members, people close to this karmic masculine, people that he loved, things that he valued, is being annihilated. Why? Because it was gained off of ill-begotten gains. It was gained off of blood money. It was gained off of stealing and siphoning the energy from other people. And spirit is coming to collect, okay? And the dark entity that he took money from, and that he was used to doing dealings with in this dark cult, bringing child sacrifices, bringing human sacrifices, He's now the sacrifice. Yeah. He tried to take this divine feminine being out because she was able to see him. She was exposing him. She was pulling him out from the goddamn shadows along with this damn dark cult. And it's a domino effect. All of them are tumbling down. This warlock will not be able to rob anybody else in life, okay? He will not be able to steal and hurt these children. He will not be able, I'm hearing, he will not be able to lie and get away with it. He will not be able to be protected, okay, while being diabolical and running amok on this earth, okay? This is what I'm hearing. The divine feminine was actually his judgment. He treated the divine feminine, whether his ex, a friend from the past, or a family member, like absolute garbage because he was garbage. He knew that he was trash. So he wanted the destiny swap with this divine feminine being to steal her light, her star, her destiny, because he know he wasn't shit. He didn't do the spiritual work, but he wanted to live off of this divine feminine being's energy as an energy source. I'm hearing he wanted to feed. He's an energetic vampire, and it ain't going like that. Yeah, third party in the reverse. His marriage is fucking over. This dark card is over these motherfucking family members of his, and the karmic family members of this divine being is going in the fucking dirt. Yeah, Oya is here, okay, on this warlock's ass, along with this bitch that he was with in this lavender marriage, along with this dark community and cult. Everybody is going the fuck down. It's a hurricane and a tornado of Oya coming with karmic judgment, okay, coming to collect. Okay, this warlock and this dark cult owes a lot of karmic debts to this divine feminine supreme being that he did everything to destroy, that he did everything to take out, that he did everything to suffocate and to suck the life out of her. And bitch, we still alive. We still alive, baby. Oh Lord, we are still alive. But this warlock will not be for long. Yeah, this is the energy. Yeah. Oh, spirit is talking. It says crooked politicians. Okay. So this warlock could have also did some work for some government or federal government officials. My nose is itching. Confirmation. Cricket politicians that are now in the line of fire because this warlock would not stop attacking this divine supreme being that has a divine destiny and a direct connection to source and spirit. Yes, and now it's unearthing all of their murders, all of their spiritual hits, all of the children that they sacrifice, all of the people that they sacrifice, as well as everything. He's unmasked a damn I'm hearing conglomerate of these dark of the dark society that he was so pressed to join. Okay, yeah, and now he ain't shit. I'm hearing these people are walking away from him. It's arguments with these people behind the scenes because they know this warlock is still obsessed with destroying this divine feminine, knowing that he will fail, knowing that this divine feminine supreme being from his past is unkillable, unalivable, unsacrificable. But this warlock is so crazy, and his hate his hate for this divine feminine being outweighs him even trying to, walk the fuck away and with the scraps that he's gonna live in. I'm hearing he's extreme poverty is what he is in the physical and in the spirit, and he will not get out. It says crooked politicians. It says, let their days, I declare and decree, let their days be few. Let who is righteous take their place. Let their children be fatherless and their wives be widows. Let their children be continuously vagabonds. Let there be none who extend mercy to my enemies and to all crooked politicians, dark occults, and false religious leaders in the spirit and in the flesh. As we speak it and say it, it shall be. Amen. Okay, this is the energy. Yeah, this warlock had the energy of a dirty pastor, okay, of a dirty politician, of somebody that was not to be trusted. Yeah, foul odor. Okay, he is coming to collect. Okay, this is his judgment for the wickedness that he has done. Okay, to many people. I can't make it up to the adolescents. Come through, Holy Spirit. This warlock is saying that he is going in the fucking dirt, that he's cursed with HIV and extreme AIDS that he got from a male lover. Maybe his male lover behind the scenes that likes to wear feminine clothes such as him, okay, that operate in secret in the shadows. I love you behind the scenes, but I ain't gonna love you in person, in public. Okay, I'm hearing body to body. Yeah, this warlock loves, being with this the same sex. Okay, he also has a lot of threesomes with males, these dark masons, for pleasure. His so-called friends, the bros. Okay, he does it for the dark ritual purposes and for pleasure. But he fucked up coming up against this divine being, yeah, because he wanted to keep in the closet that this warlock is actually a chomo, a child molester. Okay, he likes robbing the cradle. He likes underage children, okay, children, little girls and little boys, okay. You can't trust them around children, and also adolescents, okay. This warlock could have also a gay, younger adolescent male lover in the shadows, okay, and also he can confirmation. Confirmation, Spirit is talking. A truck just honked twice. Okay, Spirit is talking. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my Spirit team. We are it's telling the truth and shaming these goddamn devils. Okay, this warlock could also have a underage girl under the age of 18. Okay, impregnated. He's also gave this underage girl AIDS. Okay, this is the energy of this warlock, y'all. Spirit is exposing it, man. Spirit is exposing it. Yeah, what he likes to do to these underage children and what he likes to do to these teeny boppers that are underage, under the age of 18. Okay, he a lot of nasty things with them. Yeah. Oh gosh. All of this is coming out because he did not want to leave this divine feminine from his past alone, and he was hell bent on stealing her light and her spiritual gifts. He wanted her spiritual gifts for himself because he don't have spiritual gifts naturally and organically like this divine feminine that is balanced with light and the dark. Okay, her light and dark. Okay, I'm hearing divine feminine and masculine energy, the yin and the this warlock, the gifting that he has, he had to get it from conjuring up these dark entities and using their energy and their power and their supernatural, I'm hearing intelligence, okay, from the darker aspects, okay? And the same entity that he conjured up is coming to collect his soul. That's why this warlock can't sleep. He's an alcoholic, a raging alcoholic. He has anger issues. Okay, I'm also picking up on this is also a drug addict as well. This warlock is addicted to doing spell work and it's gonna kill him. Okay, I'm hearing it's gonna kill him. It's killing him. He feels it. He's weak. I'm hearing he's weak. God, third eye. I'm on point, y'all. Third eye. Spirit is telling me I'm seeing the right thing. Okay, this warlock ain't seeing the right thing though. He's seeing winning at all costs, but he's already lost the war. He thought that winning in battle against this divine feminine from his past meant that he was going to win the war. He thought that being treasonous towards his ex of the past, okay, that's this divine feminine supreme being energy, his friend from the past, okay, and this confirmation. I'm hearing cars honking outside really, really loud. Confirmation. And or this family member or somebody that this divine feminine seen him as family that was from the past. Yes, he thought winning the battle meant that he lost, that he won the war. No, he won that battle. And Spirit is saying he got to give everything the fuck up that he got off of this divine feminine being in the past, all of his ill-begotten gains, not only that he stole from this divine feminine, but what he did with taking from children, energy harvesting from children, carrying out spiritual assassinations on the elderly for money, okay, on women, okay, for money. He loved to target single women, okay, anything for a motherfucking bag is what I'm hearing. Lay down and get down. This is a motherfucking backdoor bandit, okay, in multiple ways, okay. He coming in to rob you, and he liked backdoor action, okay. Spirit is showing every goddamn thing. Yeah, Spirit is exposing this warlock today, y'all. The next card out is your karmic family members are under severe judgment for trying to make you the sacrifice, including this warlock, okay, trying to destroy you, trying to steal your destiny, your essence, your abundance. I said all of this, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. The Spirit is confirming it, trying to block all your loving unions, genuine romantic unions from coming in. They will be stripped. I cannot make this up, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. They will be stripped of all their resources, all of their spiritual gifts, all spiritual ranking that this warlock did have, and all of the riches gained off of stealing from you. Can Spirit, can we give God, we got to give an amen to Spirit, y'all, because the Spirit is talking. I'm the portal. I'm the vessel. Don't shoot the messenger. But this warlock wanted to shoot at the divine feminine. Why? He wanted to shoot at the divine feminine because he wanted to turn. I'm hearing he wanted to turn this divine feminine's heart cold. He wanted to drag this divine feminine to the darker aspects, okay, with him in the pits of hell. Absolutely not. He got his own space in hell, is what Spirit is saying. For the divine feminine collective, okay, supreme beings that resonate with this message, your hard work is paying off. This warlock, this cum dumpster, this crumb snatcher that was your table and hearing bread crumbing you with false love and fake promises and promises to change and do work and spiritual work and growth and fake apologies. They ain't eating off of you no more. The cords have been cut. If you haven't cut the cords, this could be your sign to do a cord cutting. I'm hearing the nigga is going in the dirt, okay? And you are finally gonna be able to benefit off of your hard work, off of your hard work. I'm hearing your sacrifices that you made to get yourself right, okay? Doing the spiritual work, not trying to take the easy way out like this warlock and these people in these dark cults and communities, going through your ego death, through your ascension, going through your healing, even when you didn't know where it was going to take you, even when it didn't seem like it would be promising. You were being tested, okay? And this warlock and these other ops of yours, divine feminine supreme being, was being tested as well. You passed the life journey, the life walk, the earth walk test, but they didn't, okay? And they're going to pay you back in blood and tears is what I'm hearing. Your ancestors are coming to collect, and spirit is coming to collect. I'm hearing for this warlock and your enemies neglect of you, neglect of your mind, neglect of your energy. They were neglecting you in all ways and plotting to steal from you and to destroy you with not a second thought in mind. Now these same people, these same wicked ass family members, these old friends, these exes, okay, that was working with these groups, now they want you to have mercy for them. I'm hearing no mercy was shown and no mercy shall be given, y'all. Spirit God, STI. This warlock was sent in from your past by your karmic wicked ass family members to give you a sexually transmitted disease. This warlock is walking around disease. He a biohazard. They wanted to they were trying to attach a sexually transmitted demon to this divine feminine so that the entity would be able to feed off of her energy, okay, and weaken her so that the spell work and the witchcraft would work to eventually take this divine feminine being out. Yes, I heard the car hung. Thank you, spirit. This warlock is going to die with this sexually transmitted demon, and the divine feminine supreme being has a clean bill of health. Okay, you got a clean bill of health, darling. Okay, this warlock that was also paying other karmic masculines in different bodies with the same spirits, with the same diseases, with the same entity attachments to send in. I'm hearing you started to see through the veil and you stopped. I'm hearing you stopped allowing the physical vessel changing, but the spirits being the same, the energy being the same, the treatment being the same of these karmic masculine lovers or etc. Whether they came in to be a friend, whether they came in, you know, like somebody that was cool, whether they came in like somebody that wanted to date you. It was all about getting close to you, just like this warlock from the past, to get your guards down, okay, for you to lower your defenses so that they can rob you, strip you, and rape you behind the scenes. This is what this warlock is doing. He is a absolute predator and he's going in the dirt. Come on now. As I said, this warlock is going in the dirt. Guess the card that came out? Graveyard, dirt, and sacrifice magic. This was what this warlock was doing, okay, on your top, playing on your top without a worry or care in the world. He was doing this graveyard dirt rituals with this lavender bride that's okay with him laying up with males just as long as he's bringing home the bacon, okay? Ain't no bacon to get no more. Ain't no money coming back to this third party lavender marriage where they sleep around. I'm hearing they swingers. They're a part of this dark cult where everybody, I'm hearing damn, I'm hearing eyes wide shut. So this is what these people do, okay? Yeah, this is what they do. I'm also picking up on the graveyard dirt rituals is backfiring, and this dirty ass warlock is going in the dirt along with other people that he worked with against you, and him trying to sacrifice this divine supreme being ended up sacrificing itself. Yeah, spirit is saying this warlock and these people were parasites. I cannot make this up. Guess what other card came out? Root work. He was doing this baneful magic, this death magic, this sacrifice magic, okay, on a divine feminine supreme being from his past, okay, and trying to take them out with root work. They're parasites. I'm hearing energy vampires. Yeah, basement in the reverse. He's no longer hidden. He can no longer hide his skeletons in the basement. He can no longer hide his skeletons in the closet, okay? You're speaking, stand on your truth. Shame the devil, okay, and continue to speak your truth like how I'm speaking the truth, okay? Not for me, just me alone, but for the divine collective, because I know this is happening on a wider. It's not just in the physical. It's a battle of high dark principalities. I don't know if I got the You know what the fuck I'm saying? It's a battle between dark principalities in high and low places. This warlock was also conjuring and working with principalities dark in the hell realm. Okay, I'm hearing he was working with these dark principalities. I cannot make it up, and none of them. He can't work with none of them now, y'all. He can't work with none of them. He asked out, just like how he wanted a divine feminine supreme being. He didn't want to see this divine feminine supreme being grow. He didn't want to see you be happy. He didn't. I can't make it up. He wanted you to not see him. Clarity in the reverse. Everything was good. He didn't matter. It didn't matter if you saw other people and you was able to uncloak other people. Just as long as you didn't see him. Just as long as you didn't see how close these attacks were to you. Just as long. This warlock is diabolical, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing when he would speak to you when you were in physical contact, or when he would text you, he would be talking and talking, playing on your top, talking about how you a stupid ass bitch, talking about how he can play on your top and do you however the fuck he want to do you. And all he got to do, he got the right words to say to you. All he got to do is whisper in your ear. All he got to do is give a half-hearted, empty apology, and he going to be right back in your face. He's getting a motherfucking wake-up call, okay? Because guess what? You have clarity about who you are and who the fuck he is and the Decepticons and how deep this shit went. Now he don't have no clarity. You see how that shit go? When people do this high level spell work, y'all, they tell you don't do something that you're not willing to be okay with receiving back. See, this warlock was okay with messing with regular people that didn't understand, people that didn't think this shit would go on. Okay, but it does go on. He thought he was bigger than the program. I'm hearing this warlock doesn't believe in the Most High God. He thought he was God. Okay, he wanted to be God and this divine, supreme, feminine being's life. He wanted to have the say, oh, she's going to be miserable. Oh, she's going to be poor. Oh, she's not going to have nobody to love her. Oh, she's not going to have this. Oh, she's not going to be at peace. Now he's sitting in the same damn magic that he was investing in with doing it and paying other people to do it. Let's go, Spirit. Ooh, the trail of bodies. Come through, Holy Spirit. Spirit is saying this warlock has a trail of bodies that's attached with him and this damn cult. Okay, this warlock could be trying to numb itself to alcohol and drugs right now because this is his worst fear coming out, how he actually makes his money. Okay, this warlock also could have I'm hearing he unalived a child, okay, with witchcraft and also with his bare hands. This is an animal that needs to be put in the dirt. And I'm hearing the divine feminine Earthangel, you were sent and put on these people's paths for them to cross you, for you to hold your peace, for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to release the hate and the resentment and the rage, and for you to trust in spirit to handle it. And that's what's going on now. This warlock has a trail of bodies in the spirit, spiritual evidence and physical evidence that is being unearthed because he wouldn't stop attacking you, because he wouldn't leave you the fuck alone, because he's deranged, he's crazy, he's psychotic. Okay, and guess what? He's causing his own demise. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. And this is the energy. I can't make it up. See, this warlock is unable to see exactly. He's being haunted, is what I'm hearing. This warlock, he's being hunted by your spirits, your ancestors. He's also being hunted by the people that were associated, their spirit team, their ancestors, from the people that he took out, the trail of bodies that he always thought would be a cold. Okay. Spirit is saying we're going to drag everybody that you put in the earth, everybody that you spiritually assassinated, everybody that this warlock, that this cult, okay, and that these dark organizations took out for money, for spirit, for energy, for spiritual rank. Okay, this warlock took down this whole goddamn dark cult and community, and he didn't because of his ego. When the fuck to let go. Even a goddamn thief knows when the shit too hot, when the block is too hot. You keep on. Let's talk about somebody that deals, for example, prescriptions or whatever, and they sell it or whatever, tree, whatever, ganja, the okay. When the block is hot, and you say, "Oh, F the police, F the undercover, F this, F that," the block is hot. You think you about to just stand out there and continue to do this shit and the block is hot? No, they're coming to get you. They're going to come and strip you down. I'm hearing this warlock. He thought he was bigger than the program because he had certain people, maybe certain dirty cops or lawyers or judges in the spirit and in the physical, on his payroll, or, favors. I'm hearing doing favors or, etc. So he was able to slide up until he came against this divine feminine supreme being. They can't help him, and their asses is under investigation too. I'm hearing the have and have nots. I'm hearing get rich or die trying. This warlock is dying for trying to get rich and sacrificing this divine supreme being. And I can't make it up. This is the energy. Trail of bodies. Come through, Holy Spirit. What's the energy on trail of bodies? Let's pick on some more energy on that. Like, share. Oh, ambulance. God. God, y'all. No empathy. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, spirit. Lunatic. Ooh. Okay, so I asked spirit, and spirit definitely delivered. Okay, it says trail of bodies. I asked spirit of the energy right here. You heard me. Okay, ambulance. Okay, so this warlock didn't stop, had absolutely no conscience in taking people out and spiritually assassinating people and wounding people and harming people and stripping people and putting people in the dirt. Okay, with ambulance. Okay, spirit is saying he had absolutely no empathy. With the second card out to clarify ambulance, and guess what? Lunatic is in the reverse. This warlock is being seen as the lunatic he always has been. Okay, I'm hearing he's a has been. Okay, he's a fucking has been. He's losing it all. Okay, it's gonna be people seeing this warlock on the streets begging for money with a cardboard box. I'm hearing this warlock is headed to Tent City. Why? Because this is, look, I can't make it up. This is what he wanted, okay, for a divine feminine being, okay, from his past, because he didn't want to let go of her energy. He wanted to hold on and fight her and spiritually abuse her with his lavender fucking bride from hell and with this dark cult and basically spirit is God. Spirit is so much energy, y'all. Excuse me, okay? Diabolical, I'm hearing diabolical activities has led him to his tomb, okay? Led him to his shallow grave, his shallow ditch, okay? Because this is what he wanted and what he actually successfully I'm hearing what he actually was successful with every other person until this divine Earthangel supreme being, okay, that was cloaked, was sent in by the Most High. Woo. Built for pressure. Warrior spirit. She has a warrior soul. Okay, this warlock wasn't man enough, okay, to take her the fuck out. He had to get a whole dark cult in the community. He had to lie and steal and cheat, okay, and try to backdoor this divine being and still fucking lost, and he's losing his life. Yeah, physical illness. This warlock is going into the po house, is what they like to call it back in the day for my people with southern roots. Okay, he going in a paddy motherfucking wagon for his fucking crimes in the physical, sick as hell, age, physical illness, okay, that he cannot hide anymore. I'm hearing he wanted to hide his he can't hide his illness. He can't hide what he's going through. He's used to hiding it. This warlock, I'm hearing he the type of motherfucker that would walk around in Balenciaga, walk around in Fendi, walk around in Louis, walk around, with a beer budget, with champagne taste, with, I'm hearing Cristal taste, okay, but he would always or lie about it or try to refunnel it, or this is what I'm hearing, not able to do it no more. This warlock is going in the po house. I'm hearing he going from a motel to the fucking streets. Okay, if he has a car, it's being repoed. It's car issues. This is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, this is the energy. Yeah, this is what. Yeah, this is the energy. Come through, Holy Spirit. This is the energy, y'all. I'm feeling this. I hope you're feeling this, because this is the truth. This is the truth. Embrace the truth. Let it set you free. Yeah, this warlock, this karmic DL warlock was definitely working with a karmic mother figure that is still fucked up and mad. This karmic mother figure and or mother figures of the divine supreme being, old hoes that was working in black magic and its cult, his karmic mother figures, etc., that were all benefiting off of the siphoning and off of the stripping of this divine being, as well as having this divine being be the human sacrifice for them to glow up and not have to work anymore. This lazy bum warlock that liked to get it by any means, and he thought he had the cheat sheet to success, but not only did he not have the cheat sheet to success, they got to give up every fucking thing that they got off of stolen energy from this divine being and from every other person, whether they successfully spiritually assassinated them and physically assassinated them or not. he got to give it the fuck up. That's why this warlock is being haunted. He's being hunted like he hunted this divine supreme being from his past with these dark goetias, with these dark demonic summoning. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Okay, with the undead. Okay, yeah, karmic ex-lover. Yeah, this warlock is a karmic, could be a karmic ex-lover, a karmic lover to a divine feminine supreme being in the past. Yeah, that came in to try to trauma bond with this divine feminine. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, to try to unleash judgment on this divine feminine being and to rob her of her life, her destiny, her supernatural power, and her abundant energy, as well as take her protection. And this whole ass nigga ain't did nothing but put his ass into something that he cannot get out of. He's gonna be paying karmic debt. His family has to pay this karmic debt back. The children that he has is cursed. Yeah. Yeah, he got to pay this karmic debt. He gonna be paying even when he die. Woo. And he going, I'm hearing he going to hell. He going to jail and he going to hell. I'm also picking up on he's going to the underworld as well. They're gonna oh my God, they're gonna drag him to the underworld is what I'm seeing. Yeah, for his thirst for blood. Thank you, Spirit. For his thirst for blood, not showing no compassion to this divine feminine supreme being of his past, not showing these animals that they were sacrificing, no compassion, not showing these children that they were trafficking, no compassion, not showing these single women and elderly women and men and men, not showing no compassion. No compassion is being shown to him at all from spirit. Spirit is tearing this motherfucker out the frame. It's very unbearable for him at this time, them at this time. Okay, I'm hearing this warlock has multiple personalities. I'm hearing his body is being taken over by an entity. Okay, not only by the lust sex demon that's on him, but it's eating him. It's taking him over. And then the dark entity that he was working with is coming to collect his soul. Yes, very clear. Thank you, Spirit. It says treat him different. Make sure he's not an imposter. Vet him. The divine feminine being, this karmic warlock Decepticon from her past, she treated him different, and he didn't deserve to be treated like a human being, to be treated like somebody with some sort of class, to be treated like somebody that was worthy of healing and evolving and etc. The divine feminine came in with that unconditional love, and the nigga got high off of it and didn't want to let her go, but was a fucking op, wanted to be an op in her energy. No, I'm hearing somebody. The spirit is saying that this warlock is like a dirty mop water is what I'm hearing. So his blood could be very polluted at this time, very, very polluted. I'm hearing he has a very advanced stage of AIDS from this gay sex that he was doing. He doesn't know where he got it from, but spirit said it was from a same-sex partner. This is a warlock that is very sexually active, not using condoms, not taking PrEP, okay, thinking that he was bigger than the program. This is why, as well as him sending this AIDS and all types of autoimmune diseases to this divine feminine to take her out spiritually, nothing worked, so it backfired onto him, them, and they. Okay, happy Gay Pride Month. Okay, this warlock needs to be with his karmic lover. Come out with your lover. Go to Pride. Go to Pride with your lover with no shades on, okay? With no disguise on. You be you. Love yours. I'm picking up on J. Cole. Somebody could like J. Cole. Okay, yeah, artificial intelligence takeover in the reverse. This warlock is possessed, okay, by this a dark entity that is completely taking him over and or taking him over as we speak. Okay, with this physical illness. His blood. Damn, dirty mop water spirit. Yeah, this warlock has actually got fired from a job from stealing from work. He was stealing from work. Could have been stealing information. People's I'm hearing credit card information. This is a warlock that likes to steal identities or whatever. He was utilizing certain ties within the system and etc. Stealing from work, doing things he had no business doing. Okay, at all on his day job and what he does in the shadows. He was shit. This is what I'm hearing. He got fired. Go into the po house. Okay, spirit, is there any more messages? Yeah, this warlock should have treated this divine feminine different, and he should have stopped fucking around and finding out. Okay, if he didn't stop fucking around, he wouldn't be finding the fuck out. Okay, all of that fucking got your AIDS. Okay, all of that fucking around in witchcraft and fucking with these devils and being a devil got your ass cursed. All of this high level witchcraft that you paid for got your ass under judgment with nothing, stripped, and motherfuckers is leaving you out in the goddamn cold because this is what you wanted for a divine feminine being from your past, your ex from the past, from for others. Okay, this could be an old friend or a family member that was playing on your motherfucking top. Okay, somebody that you grew up with. Bank failure. I cannot make it up. I'm also picking up on bank fraud. This warlocks and this dark cult that was benefiting off of scamming people. This is a identity theft ring, a crime ring, organized crime ring. I'm picking up on the energy. Get the band back together. That motherfucking band ain't ever gonna be back together. Okay, for somebody in the back. I picked up on that thought. This warlock wants to come back in with fake apologies to this divine feminine they tried to annihilate with a smile. He got off on destroying this divine feminine, feeling like he was, but really what spirit didn't show him, and this dark cult and these wicked fucking families that were all gonna trying to benefit off of the sacrifices of this divine being. They didn't know that this was a warrior soul. They didn't know that this divine feminine has a warrior spirit. They didn't know that all of that spell work, all of those attacks on every aspect of this divine being's life. When you thought you was putting her in the dirt and stripping her and leaving her on ground zero, I'm hearing this divine supreme being as a star seed. What do seeds do when you bury them in the dirt? They grow. Whew. This warlock was the catalyst. I'm hearing a catalyst soulmate, a catalyst twin. This warlock was a past life enemy that was possessed by a past life entity, okay, that was on an all out I'm hearing a terrorist. He's a terrorist. I'm also picking up on he was on a tyranny, in destroying the energy of tyranny, a tyrant, okay, a pirate, okay, and stealing and stripping everything from this divine being. This warlock has been following this divine feminine supreme being around for lifetimes, sacrificing her, stealing from her, running off and living, thought he was gonna run off and live his best motherfucking life. And bitch, it ain't gonna end how the fuck you thought it was gonna end. Mary had a little motherfucking lamb, bitch. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit is funny as hell, y'all. Your enemies will be defeated soon. Don't trip. Okay, yeah. This warlock could end up in a mental hospital. I'm hearing he's could be on some sort of mental meds, or he should be, okay, because he's psychotic. Okay, Spirit is saying that you won't be the sacrificial lamb. Thank you, Spirit, for running that back. You won't be a motherfucking sacrificial lamb for this ex warlock from the past, DL warlock, for your karmic family, for these dark goddamn cults. Spirit is saying Mary had a motherfucking lamb, bitch. But this Mary will not be your lamb. Okay, I'm hearing you're protected, covered by the blood of the lamb as well. 111. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe, join the family. Share the live, okay? It could help somebody else, including yourself, if you resonate with it. It says ill intentions for you have been reversed. So this warlock could have been sending you suicide spells, wanting you to take yourself out, wanting you to lose your mind, doing witchcraft to make you not trust your intuition and not trust your mind, and to make it easier for you to attack you spiritually, so that you would believe the illusions that they were projecting into your reality is truth, to believe their dark energy that they were projecting towards you as reality. I'm hearing it only works if you believe it. The magic only works if you don't know, and you know. You didn't know before, but now you motherfucking know. If you didn't know, you know now. Okay, we know now. Yeah, plagues. This warlock is plagued. I'm picking up on my lymph node. Yeah, this warlock could be, his lymph nodes could be swollen at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Plagues coming in the reverse. Would prepare and parenthesis. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm getting tongue tied. Okay. Plagues coming in reverse with prepare. In parentheses, I wrote, this is my original oracle that I created myself, y'all. In the reverse. So this warlock is not prepared for the plagues that he has unleashed on himself. I'm hearing cosmic plagues. I'm hearing karmic judgment. I'm hearing galactic war. Okay, so this warlock has unleashed, okay, the plagues not only on himself and his bloodline, but the very same people that he was working with and up against this divine feminine. Yeah, they losing greatly. Whew. The ones that are intelligent got the fuck was getting the fuck away from this warlock as fast as they can. That's one thing. It don't matter. It don't matter how karmic a motherfucker is. That's one thing that the karmics even know this, y'all. The unhealed karmics that operate in the shadows, they could smell when a motherfucker's time is up. They could smell when a motherfucker done had their best run, and they ain't gonna have another one, and they can't run and escape this judgment because spirit is on their goddamn ass. They start moving away from the person because you could see it on them. I'm hearing they could smell it on them. I'm hearing this warlock has a stench. Okay, he has a stench. He has a stench from the sickness. His blood is polluted. Okay, his spirit, he's tainted. Okay, and he has the energy of death clinging to him. He's trying to find somebody, a practitioner. He's desperate. He's running around trying to find somebody to get it off of him. I'm hearing, get it off of me, get it off of me. I'm hearing these spirits, okay, are on his ass, hunting him and haunting him. He's not getting no goddamn sleep, and he don't want to sleep alone. This nigga will sleep with the light on. This big bad bullying wolf that has been bullying this divine feminine supreme being and bullying other people, scaring people like he's somebody fucking important, okay, is now not able to sleep unless it's somebody with him, okay, because he knows what he has done. He knows the work that he has paid for and that he has done. He knows the dark entities that he has sacrificed many children, women, men, and elderly people too for money. And he knows that this entity comes to collect, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be ripped from him. God, the life is being ripped from him. God, I'm also picking up on this warlock as he is losing his mind. The entity is actually possessing his vessel. Woo. So he's not even going to, his vessel is weak, and he doesn't have any protection. He doesn't have any spiritual backing. He's stripped of rank. He's a fucking commoner. Okay, so he can't even protect himself. I'm hearing this. He's praying to the Most High Mother and Father that he thought didn't exist, and his prayers are falling on deaf ears. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. Woo, God, this is the energy, y'all. This is the energy. Woo. This is the energy, y'all. Mm-hmm. This warlock is in the energy, still in the energy of do not give up, almost there, stay consistent. We're trying to sacrifice and unalive this divine supreme being. Okay, he should have walked the fuck away from you. His spirit is saying this is a backstabbing ass bitch, and he gonna get exactly what the fuck he ain't getting what the fuck he came for. Okay, but he gonna get what he deserved. Okay, shout out to the spirits. Okay, I make money in my sleep. So he wanted this divine feminine to come back. Okay, because he was in bank failure, because he was being hit up. Okay, I'm hearing before he came back in and try to get this divine feminine being into some sort of faulty contract, okay, to try to reignite and open up a karmic loop in a past timeline that has already died out. And now he's stuck there. Yeah, this warlock is obsessed with money. He worships money and dark entities, okay, because that is his way that he has accepted, okay, that he will get money with stealing, killing, and destroying. And now all of that is happening to him, okay? Him trying to steal got him sacrificed, okay? Him destroying has him destroyed, okay? Ooh. Damn. All that he has stolen, he has to come up off of it in the physical, in the spirit, stealing energy, stealing finance. Yeah, bait. Yeah, spirit has come through, Holy Spirit. He wanted this divine feminine, supreme being from his past, his ex. Okay, and/or it could be a family member or a friend for others of you. Okay, because this divine feminine energy is so abundant. She has the energy as a supreme being of making money in her sleep. This warlock knew, okay, that she was a money magnet, okay, and a Willy Wonka gold fucking chocolate factory lottery ticket, okay, but he thought that, hey, all I gotta do is sacrifice her and take her life and her destiny, and I'm gonna be able to live my best motherfucking life without working hard, without doing a spiritual work, without being a diabolical piece of shit. And spirit said, checkmate. Ooh, this was chess, not checkers. Ooh. Spirit said, we sent in our best daughter. We sent in her. I said, I hear I am her. Woo. I am she. Woo. I am that I am. Okay, so spirit is saying that they sent in a high level, otherworldly, divine supreme being in the physical, of part of the Messiah bloodline, to take this motherfucker out, because anybody else coming up against this warlock, doing this high level magic with this cult, with these dark communities that were all teaming up on this divine supreme being and still failed, Nobody else would have been able to survive this spiritual attack, these spiritual assassinations. Okay, what did touch the divine being? Woo, what tapped her from all of that death magic and all of those spiritual annihilations, okay, that y'all were sending, that root work, that baneful magic, that death magic, that sacrifice rituals and stuff that you motherfuckers were doing. What was allowed to tap her was the catalyst for her awakening. God. You didn't do nothing but make her stronger. You didn't do nothing but add to our spiritual rank, pussy assholes. Woo. You got to be more motherfucking careful. You got to be quicker than that, is what I'm hearing in the spirit. Yeah, this warlock thought he was the quickest. He thought he was the fastest. He thought nobody could say no to me. No bitch could say no to me. I got the magic touch. I got the magic stick. My dick is a magic stick. My wand is a magic stick. I work with these entities. You don't know who the fuck I am. You can't walk away from me until I'm done with you. Type of energy. And this shit got this nigga on his fucking knees in the way that he don't like, because you know the nigga like sucking and, you know, taking it up the back door and doing all types of diabolical antics in the shadows. He on his knees in a way that he don't like. Ooh, spirit is talking. You took the bait. Ooh, morgue. God, y'all. Spirit is talking. Spirit said morgue. You took the bait, morgue. Ooh. This warlock know he going to the fucking morgue. And I picked that up earlier in my reading with channeling somebody that likes to take advantage of people in a vegetative state, dealing with people that have passed over, to try to do things to their body sexually, doing these dark sexual rituals over their body. This is what this warlock is into. I'm also picking up on this is why he likes to drug people, to have them out of their mind, unable to fight, unable to fight back, really, so that he can have his way with them. I'm hearing women and children. Okay, this motherfucker is going to the morgue. He gonna be a dead body in the morgue, like he has put many people in the fucking morgue. His body, the morgue. I'm hearing your body calling for me. I can hear you calling me. Your body calling for me. I can hear you calling me. I'm hearing that. That's R. Kelly. Okay, this warlock was on some diabolical, dominating type of antics like R. Kelly, a sexual deviant as well. And I'm also hearing the morgue is calling this warlock's body. He could also be sending this message towards the divine feminine, supreme being in the collective, okay, trying to communicate through songs, okay, because he wants to sweeten up this divine being. He wants her to answer the phone. He wants her to unblock his ass on social media. He's dying and he's begging for help and support from the very same divine being on his knees and on his fucking back, okay, that he tried to put the fuck in the morgue, and now he's going fucking around and finding out, y'all. Yeah, clarity. We have clarity of this. It's coming out. If you didn't know, now you motherfucking know. Okay, this warlock has clarity of the grave injustice that he has committed against this divine feminine supreme being from his past, his ex that he didn't want to let the fuck go of. I'm hearing turn her loose. Spirit is tearing his ass out the frame it's worse than an extension cord ass whooping. It's worse than a whip. It's worse than a switch out the bathwater. God, the ancestors is tearing this motherfucker out the frame. He not ever gonna walk again. That's what I'm hearing. He will never get up again. I'm hearing we'll rebuild. I'm picking up on you remember Asheville, when that hurricane hit Asheville, North Carolina, that racist sundown town. I'm picking up on, they said, yeah, we're gonna rebuild. And I was picking up on the bodies. They had bodies of the people in that town, this sundown town, in the trees. They had birds, vultures coming, smelling the death from the town and eating off of people's friends, relatives, family members. This is what this warlock is going through, a plague. He's going through a spiritual plague. He will not be able to rebuild, and his life will never be the same. I'm hearing Drake never was the same. God, this warlock thought he was untouchable. I'm hearing he thought he was untouchable, but everybody can get touched, especially when you're doing diabolical antics. Yeah, this warlock has brought this plagues to this dark cult. okay, and their trail of bodies are being unearthed for the world to see, okay, in the spirit, these spiritual crimes, okay, these physical crimes. I cannot make it up. It's being brought to. I'm seeing the sun. God, the sun is exposing this warlock. He's his looks are changing. His looks are fading. If this warlock was attractive in some sort of physique or the way he carried himself, the way he led with his sexual prowess, he's losing it all. People are his. I'm hearing his side chicks don't even want him no more. He don't want that to be known. They running away from him because they only wanted him based on the energy that he was siphoning from the divine feminine that he was trying to keep in the shadows and in the closet. The divine feminine, that's her energy. Woo, that's our energy. That's not this warlock's. He's being exposed as a fraud, as a criminal, as a con artist, and as a goddamn murderer. Also, since he wanted to try to force this divine feminine to be in the closet to enslave her energy, now everything that he has in the closet, I'm hearing bodies buried. I'm hearing gay lovers, underage lovers, same-sex lovers are being brought to the forefront since he didn't want divine feminine being. I cannot make it up. Yeah, he has a gay lover that is going to expose him. It could be an underage gay lover or one that is around his age. Yeah, the one that likes to wear wigs or is a gay male that is more feminine presenting. The lover that he's with, I'm hearing, is one or more of them could be openly gay. And then there are other ones that are DL as well, a part of this dark Masonic cult that he is a part of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of unprotected sex. A lot of these people in this cult, yeah, entity attachment. They have an entity attachment. Thank you, spirit. They could also have AIDS from this warlock, okay, because they have a lot of anal sex. I'm hearing anal tears, from similar to vaginal tears with women. Anal tears. It's the same thing. If you're having unprotected sex with somebody that's infected, that has infected fluids, semen, uh blood that is getting into the blood, okay, that's the quickest way for you to get it. Also with AIDS, it's more easier for males to infect other women as well as other males, okay, because you're going inside, okay, you're etc. Penetration, yeah, these warlocks, that this warlock was, these dark masons, okay, have all of them have this entity attachment. I'm hearing they all have herpes as well. They can have different forms of herpes, and they have AIDS from this warlock. They all sleep around with each other, unprotected. Yep. Healing sex in the reverse. Yeah, this warlock spread AIDS to his harem of females, these Jezebels, okay, as well as to these dark masons when they do a lot of these dark sexual rituals. Healing sex in the reverse. They will not heal. This warlock will not heal from this illness. It will. He's gonna die with it. He's gonna die with it. I'm picking up on that movie. Yeah, crown chakra in the reverse. This warlock failed to ascend, and this is his fate. Okay, grave fate. I'm also picking up on that old AIDS movie. I forgot back in the day it was this AIDS movie. I used to always get emotional and start crying on this damn movie, but it was Diana Ross's son, and he was as sweet as a button on the movie, but he was gay and he contracted AIDS, and it was the movie was based in New York. Y'all can look it up and find it, but I remember the Maxwell song playing. A woman's worth. Yeah, go listen to that song. Yeah, this warlock is going to die from this AIDS. Okay, he's gonna die. I think Diana Ross's son played the gay male that was on the particular movie, and he first he was healthy. As the movie went on, you could see him getting sicker. You could see him like turning into a skeleton. You could see him getting weaker. You could see it on him. You could see it eating him. This is the fate of this warlock. Okay, this DL warlock. I can't make it up. And Spirit is bringing this out during Pride Month, y'all. I think it's Pride Month or whatever. My thing is, I'm not gonna judge. I may not agree with it. Okay, but as far as somebody that I'm into being down low and liking to be with transsexuals and this and that and women, and I just don't respect it. I feel like if you, this is a side disclaimer, I feel like if you are in that lifestyle and you're laying up with multiple different people with warm holes, men, women, all types of other things, you need to let somebody know that. And that's where I just don't respect it. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, you need to let people know. You know, you need to not be hiding it and hiding in the shadows. If you're gay, just be gay. But you can't force somebody to want to be it. Confirmation. My left ear just popped. It's logic. Yeah. You can't, spirit is telling me that you can't force somebody to accept you in a certain lifestyle and they're not in that lifestyle. This warlock loved to target straight women. Okay, love to target straight women like this divine feminine. Okay, because he wanted her energy. Okay, he wanted to rush into the bedroom. He would lie. Okay, he would say he was straight. He presented as a straight male, but he's not. I feel like that's diabolical. If you're gonna be laying up with other males, sexuals, etc., just be true. You can't I can respect somebody letting me know whether they want to engage in something with me, or a relationship or a friendship, anything, romantic, platonic, whatever. I can respect somebody saying, you know what, I'm into this. I like women, but I like men too. I like women, but I like men, and I like transsexuals as well. I might, speaking for people, people that are, into these different lifestyles. You get what I'm saying? When you lie about it and you're having all this unprotected sex and you're contracting AIDS like this DL Warlock, and you're passing it around to all these dark masons and all of these females that are part of your harem, that Eastern stars, karmic feminines, and then you're going out and meeting women, okay, that have no idea what you into, that have no idea that associated with a cult, that have no idea that you're sick, and you're having all this raw unprotected sex. That's where I have a problem with it, because you're a biohazard. You're a walking tower. You're destruction. You're walking death. This warlock is literally an embodiment of what he is and what he likes to do in people's lives. Okay? Look, that's the thing. Look, I can respect, even if I don't agree with some style, I can respect that they're real enough to say, you know what? I do it. I like it. And what? It's your body. Okay? You the one that's laying down. You the one that likes getting pleasured in different ways. It's nobody's business what the fuck you doing in the bedroom. But when you're involving other people that is not a part of that shit, and you're not having protected sex, you're not taking PrEP, you're not disclosing your sexual status and what you like to do and who you like to do it with, and then you're involving children and underage adolescents and women and men, it's too much. It's too much, bro. Spirit is saying that this motherfucker is going to be sat down. I can't make it up. And they saying straight. It's straight like that. Straight came out. Spirit is saying it's straight facts, no lies, no fucking chaser. We giving it to you, okay? We giving it to you, and this is what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, this is Warlock. Also, he presents his strength. Thank you, Spirit. Dual energy on this card. I can't respect it. I just can't respect it, bro. If I like what I like, it's nobody's goddamn business. You get what I'm saying? Or I mean, if you're disclosing it with people that you're engaging in sexual interactions with. You get what I'm saying? Like, you owe that person letting them know the truth and what you like. Because the more people you having sex with, the more sexes that you're having sex with, the more I'm hearing this warlock sees it as the more the merrier. But all of this unprotected sex, you're transmitting these demons. You're transmitting these dark spirits. You're giving, sex is an energy transfer. Okay, it's energy. It's not just physical. Spirit is wanting me to sell this to somebody. It's not just physical. It is a spiritual transference of energy. Okay, it's spiritual. It's emotional. It's mental. You're literally merging your energy with somebody else. So I feel like I don't respect this DL Warlock, with this entity attachment, with this lust demon, with this sex demon, because he's ruined a lot of people's lives. Okay, with giving them AIDS. Okay, with him not caring about his sexual health, with him not getting tested. The least you could do if you having all of this raw, unprotected sex is make sure that you're trying to prevent getting infected with HIV and AIDS, and that's what the fuck he running around with. I'm hearing a throuple. I'm hearing herpes as well as some other spiritually transmitted demons. Okay, this is what I'm hearing, y'all. Be you, be in your truth. Yeah, the enemy's plans have been stopped and they're being haunted. This warlock is being haunted with these words of truth, these words of wisdom. Okay, he's being haunted because he did not want this. I can't make it up. He's being haunted because he wanted to attack this divine feminine spiritually, with sending somebody else to do it physically, with him doing it physically, and with him coming in and infecting this divine feminine with AIDS to basically give her the energy of death like he's been passing out to people spiritually, physically, etc. Yeah, and it was a failed attempt. This warlock is being hunted and haunted, okay, by his wicked diabolical activities. Okay? Yeah, yeah. He failed the attempt. He failed to assassinate this divine feminine supreme being. Yeah, and him and a karmic mother figure that wanted to sacrifice this divine feminine being. This could be the mother figure of this divine feminine supreme being from his past that he tried to take out and it didn't fucking work. Yeah, sabotage. Yeah, he tried to sabotage this divine feminine being from his past, his ex. This could be from for many of you. It could be a family member or a fake friend. This motherfucker was never your friend. This warlock teamed up with his karmic mother figure, your karmic mother figure, and or karmic mother figures, as well as their karmic mother figures. Also, I'm picking up on a baby mama energy. Okay, he could have had a child or thought he had a child with this dark witch whore. Okay, that was cheating on him like he was cheating on her because it was all a front. I'm hearing Carly Red. It was all a lie. It was a lie. It was all a lie. Type shit. I'm also picking up on this warlock could be wanting people to feel sorry for him, losing his shit, trying to play victim. Okay, but he was working with your karmic mother figure, and the karmic mother figure's his and or his baby mama, or all of the above with this dark cult to sabotage and to sacrifice a divine being. I cannot make it up. Now, look, I can and ended up sabotaging itself. Yeah, the ancient ancestors of this divine supreme being is on this nigga's ass. Okay, like white on rice. I'm hearing like 40 going north. I'm hearing, ooh. I'm also picking up on Route 66. So I don't know. That could be of significance. X, they saying, get it out the mud, bitch. That's the energy of the next card. I pulled it out. Literally, it said on the card. It says no time to waste. So this they telling this warlock to get it out the fucking mud. You said you was successful. You said you was strong. You said you was this. You said you was that. Get it out the mud, like the divine feminine that you was trying to sacrifice because she got it out the mud. Yeah. Yep, thank you, Spirit. He wanted this divine feminine's talent, skills, and abilities that were passed down to this divine feminine being, okay? A god in the flesh is what I'm hearing, that was passed down from her ancient royal, okay, bloodline, ancient Egyptian bloodline, ancient Kemetic bloodline. Happy 4th of July, y'all. The original 4th of July is not associated with the United States, okay, that is operating on America land. The July 4th, this is a disclaimer. The July 4th is an ancient Egyptian New Year, okay? The ancient Egyptian New Year. The original Americas, okay, especially North America, is ancient Egypt, okay? And certain I believe South America as well is Lower Egypt, okay? Egypt is here. This is the first Egypt. The second one is in Gaza, and I believe the third one could be over in the Mediterranean, okay, with the original Greeks that are of the ancient Egyptian bloodline as well, the same root. Okay, the ancient Egyptians and the ancient Greeks, as well as the original ancient Romans, are all of the same bloodline. Okay, but definitely happy ancient Egyptian New Year. This is the what 4th of July, which it really is July 3rd to a certain date. It actually opens up a portal, okay, connecting the Sirius star, okay, I'm hearing with the sun. The Sirius star rises with the sun, and this is why it gets hotter, okay? It's bringing in the truth. It's bringing in the light, okay? It's bringing in intelligence for solar beings, particularly ancient Egyptian solar beings that are activated like this divine feminine star seed. Yes. So yes, 4th of July is a galactic, okay, celebrational event. It has been going on for hundreds of thousands of years with ancient Americans and Mesoamericans, aka the Black Americans. That's why our people love, you know, the what was it called, Akhenaten, you know, et cetera, Queen Nefertiti, Isis. Okay, I'm picking up on the divine supreme being that we're speaking about embodies the energy of Isis. So this is why this warlock did not want to let her energy go. Okay, the great mother. He wanted to turn the great mother, try to turn the great mother into a whore and try to enslave the great mother so that he could steal her light force energy, her cosmic power, her ancient Egyptian and ancient royal bloodline. I'm here. She's a royal ancient bloodline heir that was born to come back to do something on the earth that is of purpose. And no hoodlum, no dark cult, no wicked witch of the West, okay, no dark society is getting in the way of this. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. The energy that this warlock was stealing and trafficking to this dark cult, okay, with doing this witchcraft on this divine being, that belonged to the ancient Egyptian ancestors that is coming back to collect it in blood, okay? Shout out to my ancient Egyptian bloodline. I can't make it up. Soul elevation. This warlock wanted to stop this divine feminine being, supreme being, from ascending, okay, and retrieving her soul and elevating in her soul, remembering the divine mission that was I'm hearing written in stone before she was born. Okay, it is in stone. I'm hearing when the rocks cry out. The rocks are crying out. The ancient ancestors is here. Okay, and also with the sun at this particular period of time, it's gonna be a I'm hearing it's going to, the sun is also bringing destruction to the matrix, destruction to this physical reality. Okay, certain people and dark cults and dark organizations, similar to this dark wicked witch of the West, and this is a karmic couple I'm picking up on, this DL Warlock. They can no longer operate in the shadows because we're going back into a solar rule, the golden age, the divine matriarch, the great mother, okay? In tandem, okay, with Mother Nature, in tandem, okay, with Mother Gaia, the planet, in tandem, okay, with the divine cosmic womb, in which our souls are from. We shall return after the mission is done. This is what I'm picking up on. The cosmic mother, okay, is first, and the heavenly father is a extension of the divine great mother, the great womb, the cosmic womb, to infinity and beyond. That energy that's I'm hearing that's eternal and that is timeless. Okay, the heavenly father is a basically it's the divine mother, but it's her the heavenly father is represented as the divine masculine energy of the divine mother, because it has to be a balance. Divine, just like we have a balance, okay? Us of the divine, our divine feminine and masculine energy has to be balanced. Okay, our light and our dark has to be balanced. Our light body and our shadow has to be balanced. These people that operate in the shadows, they haven't done the spiritual work. They have not climbed the Jacob's ladder. This warlock and this dark cult, these karmic wicked ass family members, okay, and organizations, dark Masonic and occultic, satanic and Luciferian organizations, they have not done the spiritual work. So what they do is feed off of people as human sacrifices, feed off of children, sacrifice animals, okay? And they try to sacrifice divine supreme beings, whether divine feminine and masculine, such as I, and such as the divine feminine supreme being that we're speaking about within this whole message. I'm hearing this warlock. I'm hearing I wanted you. I'm picking up on the energy of the movie The Devil. Y'all go up. Spirit is shining it in my mind's eye. The movie The Devil, y'all. It was a movie. It was an elevator. It was basically they got trapped on a so-called off day in an office building, okay? And basically it was people that were on this elevator, but the elevator lights would go off and this entity would kill people, and then they would make it look like other people in the elevator was doing it, but it was the one that was least expected. I'm hearing this entity that is in this warlock is on that level, on that same level. And I remember picking up, I used to love studying that movie back in the day, y'all. I'm a movie buff. I love movies and the breakdown of the movies and the symbolism and everything. But I'm hearing, I wanted you. I really wanted you. That is in this warlock really wants the divine feminine supreme being, and I resonate with this message, such as me, but he can't have me and he cannot have you, divine feminines and or divine supreme beings that are listening to the sound of my voice echo across the ethers, okay? Because we are of the light. The devil has to obey the Most High Mother and Father, okay? These people, this warlock, okay, that thought he was a fucking program, didn't know that those jinn spirits, those ancient dark entities, they already know how the game is played. That's why the entity is going to, I'm hearing the entity is going to delight in ripping this warlock's soul out of his body. Whew, and taking over his body as he clings to life. Woo, God. God, this is another message. God. Woo, this is another message, y'all. I'm picking up on the energy. I'm just, this warlock is feeling devastation. This warlock is feeling like he's living his hell on earth. He's living in the last days. Ooh, I'm hearing we are in the last days of the wicked ruling the earth, the last days of these demonic systems feeding off of the blood of the innocent. I'm hearing, I'm picking up on that brand with Tiger, the California rapper, with Last Kings. Okay, so I'm picking up on this warlock thought he was a some sort of a king. Confirmation burp. Thank you, spirit. This fake false king, this false prophet is in his last days. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on. And it's actually a microcosm of the macrocosm of what is going on the earth right now, what is going on in America right now with the original people and or the people that vibrate at a certain high frequency. It's the wheat and the tares are being separated. Okay, I'm hearing the sun is exposing certain people that are not right in the mind, in the spirit, certain people in their dark demonic antics. Okay, they're not able to hide in the shadows anymore. I'm hearing solar winds. I'm hearing solar winds, and I'm hearing cosmic radiation. It's taking out, it's taking out the enemy. That's what I'm picking up on, y'all. That's the energy. This is a whole nother level, bro. I'm hearing new levels, new devils. Okay. Um, but the devil shall be defeated. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up on. Yeah. The devil is will be defeated. That's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, but happy ancient Egyptian New Year. Shout out to my original high vibrational commissions. Oil. Oh, I said oil. I meant to say royal heirs and or heiresses such as myself. As a divine supreme being. I'm picking up on. I meant to say royal, but I said oil. Damn, spirit. Oh my God. I'm hearing this warlock is feeling like oil is in his bones. It is I believe a scripture that is in Psalms. This warlock oil. This warlock is just he wanted to do any and everything to get money, to get an elevation, okay, to get some sort of fame, some sort of stardom. I'm hearing oil money, okay, big investments, okay. He was trying to destroy this divine feminine supreme being, but all he is getting is oil in his bones. His bone oil is in his bones, and his blood is cursed. God damn. Oh my God. Hate for his hate. And being this ancient Egyptian heiress, this Earthangel, this star seed that is not from here, that is otherworldly, okay, having a physical avatar only to carry out the divine mission, the mission shall be fulfilled. Whew. Anybody trying to get in the way of the mission being fulfilled shall meet their fate. This warlock is meeting his wretched fate for his hate. Mm-hmm. I'm, oh my gosh, this is a, uh-huh. He wanted to basically devour and eat this divine feminine supreme being, whether her blood, whether her vessel, whether her, her spiritual gifts, basically eating her as the sacrifice. I'm hearing human sacrifice. This cult that they're a part of could also believe in doing blood rituals where they drink of the blood. Okay, they eat certain sacrifices flesh. I'm picking up on I'm picking up, spirit is showing me Aztec. I'm picking up on Aztec, and I'm picking up on certain Mayan sacrifices back in the day where you had to, bring a sacrifice. I'm hearing a burnt offering. Okay, I'm hearing that the Most High Mother and Father sent the Messiah. There was many messiahs, divine feminines and masculine supreme beings, ascended masters that came to to fulfill certain missions in the earth. Okay, I'm confirmation. My left ear just popped. Confirmation. I'm picking up on Damn, this is another level. Yes. Ooh, give me a second. This is a lot of energy. I'm hearing the Heavenly Father sent the Messiah, Yahshua, Yahshua, as the covenant for the bloodline, so that we would not have to give human sacrifices or burnt sacrifices or animal sacrifices uh, anymore to the Most High Mother and Father. That's why I'm hearing we sent him. God, this is another level. We sent him not to purify you of your sins if you continue to do those sins, but you just say you repent to the Most High. No, that's none of that. I'm hearing the Messiah, Yahshua, was sent back, okay, so that for those of the holy bloodline, of the ancient Egyptian, Mayan bloodline, the holy bloodline, the original Jerusalem, okay, for when I'm hearing for us to have the ability once we chose to heal. I'm hearing the Most High Mother and Father will give you free will to choose for yourself. Are you going to follow the Most High Mother and Father's divine mission and life path and heal? Or are you going to be caught in your ego, the false self, caught in the 3D, communing with devils in order for earthly pleasures and gains? Is what I'm hearing. This is what happened to this warlock. He chose, he was given. I'm hearing he chose what he chose. King Von. Woo. He chose to commune with devils and to become one. And so is where he is. The line is drawn in the sand. Yahshua was sent, okay, as the sacrificial lamb of the bloodline, so that when our people started to get that nudge from spirit, from our spirit team, from our ancestors, from the Most High, from nature, okay, to heal the things that we did before we healed, we have ability to be redeemed. But it still doesn't mean you don't have to do the spiritual work. It still doesn't mean you can just say, hey, our Father who art in heaven, and you pray and you go out and do the same diabolical activities that you were doing. Okay, similar to the Catholic Church type of thing, where they go in and pray to this male with really no power, the synagogue of Satan, and then they say you're washed of your sins, and then you go out and continue to unalive people and do this and that. No, that's not of the Most High. I'm hearing that's fake. That's a deception. That's an illusion. That's the illusion of the matrix. Is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the messiahs, especially the last messiah that came as the covenant in the physical. Okay, to heal our bloodline, because the Most High knew that our people was under a lot of generational curses, spiritual curses, bondage, okay, with dark entities from what our ancestors prior had got caught into. So the Messiah was sent, okay, for us to be redeemed. Okay, but we had to actually, you have to actually do the spiritual work. You have to actually be reborn. You can't pretend that you could walk the walk and talk the talk, but you actually got to do the spiritual work, because you cannot fool the divine. You cannot fool the ethers, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the plagues are coming. Are coming, but the righteous shall have the blood of the lamb on the door, their door seals. Woo. But the firstborn of the wicked, the children of the wicked, shall be cursed. Woo. With the plagues. This is why the Messiah came, so that once our people, once we chose to do the right thing, chose to heal, chose to ascend, chose to not be stiff-necked. I'm hearing the 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. That's our bloodline as well. It's all linked together. The original ancient Egypt and Hebrew, etc., is in the Americas. The desert is the areas of Utah and Arizona. Whew. I'm hearing the Most High is saying, I will bring fresh waters out of rock. Okay. That is really a true story. Our ancestors wandered around for 40 years and 40 nights in the desert, only depending on the Most High, not depending on our physical eyes. Okay, only trusting in spirit. That is where the saying, come through, Holy Spirit, God. Okay, that is where the saying, walk by faith and not by sight, as us of the holy bloodline. Okay, our ancestors had to do that spiritual work, okay, in order to pay for the debts that we did against the Most High Mother and Father for being given the earth and given everything and still being and choosing to be evil and wicked, like this warlock, like these dark cults. This is what I'm hearing. You could go to I'm hearing Sedona, Arizona, Sedona. If you don't believe me, and look at the beautiful blue, pure, fresh water in the middle of the desert. The Most High brought fresh waters, God, to us in the middle of the desert. I'm seeing a vision of when the Messiah, Yahshua, to our people. It was one fish in the basket. Spirit is telling me it was spiritual, but it also actually really took place. It was one fish in the basket, but the fish continued to multiply. Woo. The fish continued to multiply to feed all of our people. Why? The Most High was allowing us to be rewarded due to our sacrifice. Woo. Due to us going through that ego death, okay? During that time period that our ancestors had to go through with being stiff-necked and going against the Most High, our God. God, this is the energy. Woo! We had to depend on the Most High for our water. The waters were there. Woo! The fresh waters were there. The food was there. Woo! We had to walk by faith and not by sight. Woo! I'm hearing the daughters of Jerusalem, God, shall be vindicated. Damn, this is another level. Oh my God, this is another level. Woo. Wow. Divine supreme beings, those that chose the path less traveled to trail, I'm hearing, to pave the way for the future generations on behalf of the Most High Mother and Father, staying true to the mission, not getting sidetracked in lust and in pleasures and being a devil, okay? And why should I have to do it is what I'm hearing. Why should I have to, heal in order to get this and to get that? No, the ones that have sacrificed, okay, they're the older versions of themselves, the ones that went through the ego deaths, the ones that are the ascended masters, they shall be rewarded and their bloodlines shall be rewarded, okay? This is what I'm hearing. Woo. The plagues are coming. The wicked man shall not eat. God. The wicked man shall beg in the street, and none shall show mercy to him or his children. Oh my God. Woo, this is another level. Yes. I see. Wow. I'm seeing the righteous shall rejoice in the land. The ancient righteous rulers, queens first, of course, and queens with their kings shall rule righteously over the land, in which the Most High has given them the whole earth to be fruitful and multiply. God, this is the energy. Restoration. 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 A spiritual restoration. Ooh, the generational, spiritual, and material inheritance of this divine supreme being, as well as other divine supreme beings, whether divine feminine and masculine supreme beings that hear this message as I'm sending it through the ethers. God, your inheritance is coming in. I'm hearing the strawberry moon is they call it the wild strawberry moon because it marks the first full moon of summer. The harvest is here. Your harvest is here. Woo, that's what I'm hearing. And that's bad thoughts to the enemy, but fuck them. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing our ancient Egyptian ancestors are saying, job well done. We can take it from here. Woo. Oh my God. Woo, this is another level. Okay. I'm hearing Sirius Star, solar power, the rise of the Americans, the rise of the great matriarch, the mother gods, the great mother, the virgin mother, shall be restored in her honor in all ways. Whew. God, this is another level. Woo, like, share, and subscribe, baby. God, this is another level. Woo. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. Hmm. Coming after our heirs will only bring you death and strife. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo. They shouldn't have did it. They shouldn't have did it. They shouldn't have did it. Woo. God, the wicked should not have done what they did. They know now that this was never going to be a cakewalk. I cannot make it up. Trying to kill the divine air that embodies the energy of Isis was never going to go according to plan. Wow. Balance is being restored. Woo. I'm hearing I'm melting, I'm hearing it's people that are being wiped off the planet. They're melting. I'm hearing it's multiple people. It goes way beyond the physical. It's spiritual. They're losing their minds. Their bodies are shutting down. They're getting unexplained illness. The plagues are overtaking them. This is a purification of the land, the floods. I'm hearing ancient Egypt, the new year is marked with the flooding of the Nile. The Nile is the Mississippi, but the flooding of certain places on the earth is representation of not only spiritual renewal, the purification of the earth, the purification of the Holy Land, which is America, but it also marked the great harvest, purification and great harvest, going through your necessary spiritual work to ascend, not stealing other people's life, destiny, power, magic in order to rank up. That is never the way. You do the spiritual work, you are washed clean spiritually. You go into the waters and you come out of the waters renewed. And once you have done the work, all of the work, enough work to receive your inheritance is yours. No man, no devil, no wicked entity can steal it or take it. And if they try, they are marked for death. This is what this warlock and this dark cult did not know. And on an energetic level, this is happening globally. It's a lot of people. I'm seeing people's homes be torn apart. I'm seeing people losing their homes to floods. I'm seeing people starving, plagues overtaking them. Yes. Ooh, it's coming. I'm hearing the fall of Babylon. This is another level. All honor to the Most High Mother and Father because, woo, I can't make it up. There's an Eastern Star that is on her way up out of here. Something involving an Eastern Star that is plagued. It could be this karmic couple with this divine supreme being. Eastern Star came out again, confirmation. Yes, she's plagued as well. She is the plague. Ooh, Spirit is talking. This Eastern Star is the plague of this warlock. Everything was good as long as they had money, as long as they were cloaked, as long as everything looked up to keep up with appearances, as long as, excuse me, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Um, as long as everything was spiffy, keeping up with the Joneses, and everything was picture perfect. This warlock that had this hate towards this divine feminine being, supreme being of his past. One of the plagues is this Eastern Star. This female, this spirit is saying this bitch that he married, this bitch that he nutted in and had kids with or laid up with, that he worked up against this divine supreme being with this cult. She is his plague. God, woo. He can't get away from her because she was the plague disguised as the gift. He traded the gift for the plague because the plague was shiny. The plague in the physical realm looked to be the most promising option, the most promising situation for this DL Warlock. But the Eastern Star, this dark witch that loves to work in Haitian voodoo and root work, is actually the plague. This Warlock, damn, she was his plague. She was meant to trick him out of his position. But he made the choice to trick himself out of his life. That's what I'm hearing. Court, spiritual court. Spirit, give me some more information on court. The ancient ancestors is dragging all of them, all of these parties, especially this DL Warlock that was siphoning and stealing, okay, divine ancient Egyptian energy from their heiress, their descendant, in order to fund his life in this dark cult for money, power, affluence, fame, notoriety, and spiritual rank that they did not ever work for or deserve or earn. Yeah. Court, third party. Thank you, Spirit. Third party. Okay. So court is clarified with ancient ancestors and third party. Yeah. This third party is going through the pits of hell. Okay. This warlock is going on a ride that he cannot get off of, and he's being tormented. This warlock could, oh, evil clutch. Come on through, Spirit. Evil clutch. Okay. This dark masons. Okay. We coming out. Okay. Let's talk about it. Not only the feminine that this warlock was with, but it's warlocks that were that is a third party to this DL dark warlock that is being summoned to spiritual court and losing spiritually, energetically, physically, financially, with stability in their physical vessels as well as their physical possessions that they worship so much. Mm-hmm. Satan, yeah, it's an evil. These dark masons, hey, this evil clutch, this warlock was fucking with this dirty Jezebel feminine that he was with in the daytime. This evil clutch is under judgment with this warlock. Okay, Spirit is saying that they're Satanists. Okay, Satan came out in the reverse. They practice Satanism. It says it is a title for the entity. They're devil worshippers. They also can worship the Baphomet, Baal, that opposes God and humanity. Okay, commonly understood as the state of Lucifer, assumed after falling from grace. This warlock is an embodiment, okay, at Lucifer that fell. He is a fallen star. He is a fallen angel. He is seen by the ethers, by the heavens, and by spirit as an infidel. This is a stain that he will always have to wear. I cannot make it up. On his Akashic records, I'm hearing that this warlock, he didn't have pure access to his Akashic records because he didn't do the work. If he did, he would not never have crossed this divine feminine being. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on. I'm hearing he's being casted from heaven. similar to the fall of Lucifer, Satan. He fell. He's a fallen. I'm hearing he's a fallen star. This warlock. Yep. It's also it says your karmic family members. Clarified again. Your karmic confirmation. My ear just popped. Your karmic family members are under severe judgment for trying to make you the sacrifice and working with this warlock and this dark cult, etc. These dark communities trying to destroy you, trying to steal your destiny, your essence, your abundance, and for trying to block your loving unions, divine unions, and romantic unions from coming and flowing into your life as they should. Okay, I'm hearing spirit is saying they, ooh, they were delayed and never denied. Ooh. But this warlock is being denied in all ways by source. Okay, this is the ethers is looking at this situation, and this warlock, oh my gosh, he this will be something that he will never forget. They will be stripped of all resources. This warlock, these people, this dark cult, they're stripped of all resources, all spiritual gifts, okay, gained off of stealing from a divine heiress, okay, ancient Egyptian heiress, and a child of the Most High Mother and Father. Come on, their root work went back and is biting, when hitting their finances, hitting their marriage, hitting their home, cars, physical assets and investments. They losing it all, and this warlock is cursed in his root. Yeah, it says it says a karmic mother figure ignored your calls for help. Now you must ignore hers, karma. So this warlock is getting his ass tore out the frame, and there's a karmic mother figure and or karmic mother figures that are getting their asses tore out the frame as well. It says, ooh, this is a declare and decree popped out of the deck. It says, I declare and decree I will stand in victory against all attacks of the enemy. I will destroy all attempts to deceive me, to ambush me, or to interfere with my assigned ministry. Whew. God. Through prayer, worship, and obedience to the Most High God, I will continue to defeat Satan and his unclean spirits. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Shalom, okay? I just talked about the Satanists. It came out and clarified it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my spirit team. Thank you, my angels. Woo! Okay, it says, I declare and decree that the wisdom of God directs my life and it cannot be twisted or perverted in any way. Amen. Y'all, this is the energy. Yeah, this warlock, this dark cult, and these karmic mother figures, black femicide and or indigenous American femicide. They wanted to unalive this divine supreme being for money, for greed, for power, okay, rank, and it did not go according to plan. Okay, but it never was. Yes, this warlock, black male hates. Okay, this warlock that was hating on this divine feminine from his past is now being ate up by that hate. The ancestors are destroying all that came for you, including these karmic family members, this karmic cult, and this warlock. Okay, this past life enemy, this etc. Okay, it could be an ex for some of you. I'm picking up on an ex energy. Okay, crazy deranged ex, but it could have been a frenemy or a family member that was in the energy of a frenemy as well. This person was working with your family members that were in that same energy, diabolical. Okay, it says only the best for me, period. So your ancestors is saying divine supreme being heiress, okay, you only the best for you from here on out. Okay, galactic confederation is involved in this, okay, exposing this warlock society lies, secret society lies, okay, and it's physical health in the reverse. It's being seen, okay, with him declining in his physical health, okay, exactly who was innocent and who was guilty, okay, because of the magic. If I'm hearing, if with this warlock from past ex warlock of the divine feminine, if the lies that he and your karmic family members were spreading about you was true, if all those diabolical lies and deceptions and all this stuff that they were spreading to other cults, communities, secret societies, okay, places where you grew up from, wherever, in the spirit and in the physical, if any of that shit was true, that these lies that they were selling to these practitioners to have their fucking way at all costs, the magic would have hit. But it didn't hit because they were liars. And so this warlock walking around, this karmic mother figures walking around with their physical health in the reverse, looking sick, looking sick. But I said sick. Okay, so these people are now trying, this warlock, your karmic mother figures, family members, etc., the people that you knew, okay, that were closely associated with these dark communities and cults, they're now seeking your forgiveness. Woo. They're now seeking your mercy. They're now seeking for you to forgive them, but no love was shown, no mercy was shown for you. No care in the world was shown for you as they sat back and tried to annihilate you with too many people to count. Now they want to seek your help, your forgiveness, and there is no way. Yeah, I can't make it up. Portrayal of someone close. Thank you, Spirit. Portrayal of someone close. This black male, this DL, this down low DL that loves to roll around, okay, and black magic, okay, and baneful magic, okay. He portrayed you, divine feminine supreme being, and he portrayed you with somebody else that was close to you, a family member, a karmic feminine, a karmic cousin. I'm hearing a karmic mother figure and or witchy old sisters is what I'm hearing. These females could be old, as well as with karmic feminines in this dark cult that was connected to this their ex. Because this warlock could be getting a divorce or trying to run away from this karmic feminine, and it's a whole lot of hell over there in fake paradise because they weren't able to sacrifice you, and they will never be able to. Yeah, portrayal of someone close. These people are now portraying each other. The people that worked up against you and was in cahoots are now portraying each other and being portrayed by those close. There's a karmic mother figure that is sick and being portrayed. I cannot make it up. That work with this dark warlock, this black male, this nigga mentality, this crab in a barrel mentality. That work with this motherfucker against you to take you out for money, to strip you, to assault you in the spirit, okay, to make your life a living hell. But spirit, woo. Spirit used what they wanted to destroy you, to build you up. I cannot make it up. This karmic mother figure is facing towers in her finances and her health, similar to this warlock. They're mirroring each other because their hate for you, they're mirroring what they wished for you, what they wanted for you, them preying on you. And I'm hearing they prayed to these dark entities for your demise. And this is exactly what they are going to get. Yeah, your karmic family members was working with this warlock, in association with this dark cult, this coven, this clutch. Okay, I'm seeing a dark masons, dark black males, masons, and then I'm in, Eastern stars. I'm picking up on AKAs. I'm picking up on, brown skin and light skin bitches and a few dark skin bitches that's in there that's wicked as fucking hell, as wicked as all get out. Okay, these bank robbers, yeah, these bank robbers, lay down and get down. They were unable to rob you, so they got to give up every motherfucking thing they stole from you in this life. They got to pay for trespassing against you in the past life. Okay, they got to pay for everybody that they were successfully able to rob and steal from and take from and slaughter and slander. Okay, I'm hearing what's for the goose. I'm hearing what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. I don't know. Look that up, somebody. Okay, but that is the energy. Okay, these bank robbers are now facing an emergency. Thank you, Spirit. I've been hearing sirens all day. Fire trucks and ambulance. It's an emergency, okay, on all areas of their life, okay, with their health, with their finances, jobs. Okay, these bank robbers, it's an emergency because they will never be able to do this shit again. Okay, Spirit is having their way with this warlock, with these people of this dark cult, with your karmic fucking family members that are fucking Satanists, okay, that operate in the shadows, okay? Spirit, is there any more messages? Hold on, let me burn this incense, y'all, because I gotta keep the energy pure in this motherfucker, okay? Gotta keep the energy clean and pure. All right, Spirit is telling me to do this, so I'm just gonna listen and do it. That's what happens. See, Spirit, ooh, tell you to do something, then you just learn to do it. Okay, you just learn to do it. You just learn to do it because you learn if you keep fighting up against spirit, if you keep fighting up against your spirit team, if you fight up against the Most High Mother and Father, and you keep doing it and keep doing it, it's gonna be hell to pay. This warlock and these people in this dark cult is fucking around and finding out that the Most High Mother and Father is not to be played with. This warlock was coming up against a divine mission, a divine destiny that the Most High Mother and Father says shall be fulfilled. Only a fool would think that they were bigger than the Most High Mother and Father, and the Most Highest God. Okay, even the entities that this warlock was working with, there is a hierarchy. The Most High Mother and Father is on the top, always on the top, no matter how it appears in the physical realm. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, past life. Yeah, this was a past life enemy. Okay, I'm about to wrap this up. Yeah, familiar spirits. This warlock was a familiar spirit. Okay, this warlock was I'm hearing always was sending hate, always was sending the evil eye from behind the scenes, trying to plot on a divine feminine supreme being and her life, her destiny, what she got going on, what work she doing. All right, let's give her a break. Let her recalibrate is what I'm hearing. Let her keep working is what I'm hearing. So that when her fruits are ready to harvest, we will come back in and take them. Ooh, I'm hearing they bit the apple. Ooh, this warlock bit the apple. Ooh, no, correction, spirit. Thank you, spirit. This is very clear. This warlock wanted this divine feminine that embodies the energy of the great mother to bite the apple. The apple of destruction, the apple that was poisonous, the apple of this evil warlock was the dark, the black, evil, wicked infidel and the snake in the garden before Eve. Because you know what I'm saying? He was people up here before Eve, that Eve story. Eve was after what happened to the mother gods happened, that fall from grace. I'm hearing this warlock is getting a fall from grace. He wanted this divine supreme being to fall from grace like the divine virgin mother fell from grace, from a higher state of consciousness, from the 5D, okay, from being asexual and not needing another to procreate. This warlock, yeah, and this evil clutch that he was working with has fallen from grace. They are fallen angels. They are able to stay on that side of wickedness and take every tower and every spiritual ass whooping that they're getting from spirit. Yes, spirit. I cannot make this up. A mother figure's health is declining. Yes. This mother figure wanted a blank slate and wanted to sacrifice this divine feminine. I'm hearing sacrifice her daughter, granddaughter, niece. This was this dark coven that was working in tangent with this warlock. Yeah. Confirmation, moon in the reverse. We're seeing it now. It's being seen. Mm-hmm. Yep. This karmic mother figure, her health is declining as well. Their health is declining as well. They will not get out of this. Earthing and grounding in the reverse. They will not be able to catch their breath. They will not be able to rebuild Asheville style. I'm hearing this. These karmic mother figures are going into the earth. And spirit is saying, do not go back to these karmic family members, these dark witches and warlocks of your karmic family. Don't go back to these old people in your community. This ex, particularly, and other exes that embody this energy as a spiritual hitman to assassinate you and to sacrifice you for financial gain. Spirit is saying, keep the ties cut. You're protected. Your spiritual team wants you to know that you shall fulfill your mission in the new earth. And you have defeated this warlock that has this lust demon and this dark community that wanted to feed off of your demise. I'm hearing real lies, real lies. When you realize, the divine feminine supreme being realized the real lies that was coming from these wicked ass body bags. And I'm hearing this all she wrote. STD. Ooh. Yeah, this warlock is obsessed. He's hating the part. I can't make it up. Trying to wash himself clean of his sins. Go to the Catholic Church and do that. Go to the devil and do that. That's who you were praying to. Don't pray to God now. It says, I declare and decree, I command every demonic roadblock on my path to success to be removed permanently. Ooh, in the spirit and in the flesh. I break the pieces. Woo, the gates of bronze, and I cut the bars of iron in the spirit and in the flesh. That's the energy, y'all. Yeah, this motherfucker they will not get out of this judgment. Spirit has been waiting to give these karmic family members, dark communities, cults, this X, Spirit has been waiting to give them the run for their money is what I'm hearing. The run of their life. God, I'm hearing a run for your money. Woo. Spirit is giving them. They wanted to give you a run for your motherfucking money, divine feminine supreme being. They wanted to do this to us thinking that it was no consequences, but there's always a consequence when you fucking with a divine being. Okay, a child of the cosmos. There's always going to be a consequence. Whether you get your ass handed to you now or later, it's always a consequence. Yeah, Spirit is giving these people a run for their money, especially this warlock that thought he was too big to apologize. He's trying to apologize now, but it's too late. I'm also hearing Spirit is they dog walking them. They dog walking all of these motherfuckers that was coming up against you. Karmic family members included. Spirit is dog. They getting hold out in the way they don't like, because they just would not leave you alone. Divine feminine supreme being. They would not leave you alone. These mothers, these motherfuckers. I said these mothers. Yeah, these mothers. Yep. These mothers. I meant to say these motherfuckers, but I said these mothers. So yep, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. These karmic mother figures of yours, divine supreme being, big puss energy trying to come up against you because you big purr. Confirmation. I heard a car outside, huh? I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can. Um, these mother figures trying to come up against you with your big purr energy, big purr, big purr, big purr, big pressure. Okay, trying to take you out with this fucking ex and this dark cult that was feeding off of your energy. Yeah, I'm hearing you play pussy, you get fucked, and that's what's going on. Okay, with all of these hoes. Okay, y'all like, share, and subscribe. This is the message. This is a long reading, but I just let spirit flow and my spirits flow and my ancestors flow, and all honor to the Most High Mother and Father. Spirit team, Archangel Michael, brother, Holy Spirit, I ask that you pull back all of my energy. Pull back all of my energy, pull back all of my energy, please and thank you, from all places and spaces in which my energy does not belong. All energies that are in my space, trying to hide within my energetic field, trying to project energy towards me that do not belong in my energy, in my space, in my life, in my universe, in the 3D and in the 5D, across all worlds, realms, and dimensions of which I exist as a multi-dimensional spiritual being of the light. I ask that you remove those energies and send them back to their sources. Please and thank you. Send them back. Send them back to their sources. Please and thank you. Send them back. Woo! Please and thank you. All honor to the Most High Mother and Father, my spiritual team. I thank you for allowing me to be a portal and a vessel of the divine. I thank you for your protection and purifying and clearing me as well as my space. Please close the portals, close the portals, close the portals. Woo. Please and thank you. All honor to the divine, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. It's real over here. These are real spiritual gifts. I was born with them. I'm going to stay with them, and I'm going to fulfill what I was born to fulfill. And I hope y'all, my divine feminines that resonate with this message, such as me, because I already know my soul is having multiple incarnations at the same time. Um, Stay up, baby. The best is yet to come. You're going to see your enemies fall, and at the same time, a table is being prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. I send all of you that come in or have came in to this live, um, as I've been channeling, that come with high vibrations. I send you love. I send you light. I send you peace. Be unto you, your homes, and your families. All of you that are sending good energy, high vibrational energy to me, I send it back to you, baby. I'm telling you, I love you, and I want you to say it back. Until we meet again. Peace.